So, Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, Lando, you know him by several names. Troy Barnes, that one guy from Mystery Team, you know him. So, the fan base is like, well, I love this guy, let's make a game. And they never do. But, I have a collection of 2 games, and 1 bonus one. First game we're going to be talking about is Childish Gambino Auto Oreo. It's a game that's a shmup. It's a shmup. That's what it is, a shoot shmup. And I already beaten the game once. But yeah, it's just basically how this video is going to go. It's just going to be highlights, and then I talk about it, then highlights, then I talk about it. You know, like some YouTubers do. Here are the highlights of Auto Oreo. If you look up Childish Gambino in itch.io, 2 games come up. Childish Gambino Auto Oreo and Bonfire the game. Yeah, and they're both related to Bonfire, by the way, and I find that really fucking funny. Disclaimer: the following is non-profit fan game created solely for entertainment purposes. We do not, nor do we claim to have any official association with Nepstico, Donald Glover, or any other people or trademarks used in the work of parody. All trademarks belong to their respective owners and ask us that you support their official product. Thank you. So, I've beaten this game, just testing it, but yeah. The game's very fucking short and difficult as fuck. I'm eating Oreos in a parked car, exclaims Childish Gambino as he munches down on some Oreos. Then suddenly, out of the blue, Eminem pulls up. Gambino offers him some of his Oreos, but Eminem declines as he's already got some of his mother's spaghetti. Gambino tries to act cool, but he can't contain himself. He flips off Eminem as he drives away. Eminem drives aimlessly for hours until he parks on the side of the road, feeling guilty that he might have unintentionally insulted Gambino. He tries to think of ways to rectify the situation. But then his entire car gets lifted into the air as he gets flung out from the front window along with his spaghetti. He lays covered in pasta as he watches a pickup truck drive off with his car, but notices something particular. The truck appears to have left behind some crumbs of Oreos. Eminem becomes enraged at this revelation. He must avenge his spaghetti, but having lost his transportation. He looks across the street and notices a baby carriage. He runs towards it, plucks the baby that is in the carriage right now, leaving it dispensed for him to take.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
As he drives off the carriage, the baby swears at him. Meanwhile, Gambino's left his car to pick up some milk at the grocery market. He passes by a Dippin' Dots container and notices they have a new Oreo flavor on the way to the checkout line. Gambino makes it back outside with his new purchase, but notices that the car's been broken into. Oh no! He hears a crunch in the distance, looks over and sees Eminem in a baby carriage eating his Oreos. Gambino is disgusted as Eminem removes the white cream center from the Oreos before eating them. That's his least favorite part. This means war for Gambino. He hops into the car and opens the Glover glove compartment, revealing a big red button. He presses it, and the car begins deconstructing itself. The car starts forming and folding upon itself into Gambino's body. The car finishes transforming into an automobilic mech suit around Gambino, giving him enhanced strength and defense capabilities. He pours some Dippin' Dots into the arm cannon. He shoots Gambino, but the attack is blocked by a metallic object, which emerged from the interdimensional Dreamatorium portal. Fuck. The entire figure emerges from the portal, revealing himself to be Childish Gambino from the darkest timeline. This is a fucking Community reference, I think? I don't know, I need to rewatch it. A timeline where Gambino was rebuilt into a cyborg after a fire, which also cost him his Larynx. They try flying away, but Gambino attaches his milk jug to his suit, and suit heats up and injects the milk, propelling Gambino into the sky. But another ally to Eminem appears. It's Harrison, the transracial 35-year-old white man on his trusty hoverboard. Gambino doesn't know where Eminem got all this backup, but he doesn't care. He will take down anyone in the way of his Oreos, and so the battle begins. Okay. Now we need to play it. Yeah, new music. Yeah, this is what he was talking about, all this fucking music shit. There's so many songs. Okay. Oh, shit. By the way, you're supposed to be able to aim. If you look at the controls, you're supposed to be able to aim, but you can't. Okay. By the way, this game is fuck. Whenever I make the fucking review video, I'm definitely gonna use this goddamn music. Shit! This is America. This is America. It's Childish Gambino from the Darkest Timeline. I have the soundtrack, by the way. Like, you could download the soundtrack on the official website. You need to keep collecting milk. That's the one that's the one bad thing I found out about this game. You have to constantly grab milk. You run out of milk so fucking fast. It's annoying. And you know, the most annoying part about the game, you can destroy the milk. Not helping the fact that you also have to click a lot. What the fuck is he throwing? The fucking spin! A Miles Morales. Holy shit, this character's weak. I think base Childish Gambino are stronger than Miles Morales. Wow. Holy shit, we're already at the end of the fucking game. As a person... Okay, as a person who played actually a little too much fucking Toho, I'm surprisingly decent at this game. When I first played it, I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to be doing, so of course I died, like, 2 times. And then I beat the fucking game. Again, I wasn't recording the game because there's too much fucking noise. This is one of my free days where there's, like, no noise happening. And it's super fucking peaceful. Which is really rare. Burning everything motherfuckers talk about. Come on. Die, Eminem in a baby carriage. By the way, can we just talk about how 35-year-old interracial white man, whatever the fuck his name was, can we just note the fact that he's the weakest fucking enemy in this entire game? Okay. Toxic? I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use these because they have strong defense breaking powers. You're supposed to use it to open it, and then use fucking something. Yes. Just give milk. Thank you. Holy shit. I think, the 2 strongest, weapons in this game, yeah, Troy and Abed, and, This is America. If I realized that I couldn't, you know, delete my fucking save, I wouldn't have beaten the game. Yes, Eminem is fucking dead, I've beaten the game. And then there's this guy you can't kill. This guy's basically just like, oh, get the highest score, you know? That's who this is. Oh yeah, we didn't get to fucking see the soup spoon shit that Childish Gambino from the Darkest Timeline does. I will definitely grab a lot of, after I make this recording, I might actually do a lot of, I'll probably make, like, a bunch of gameplay footage. So I can use it. I don't think I'll ever do a rip. Like, I don't think I'll do, like, a fucking not a speedrun playing with it. It's nice that I actually ended up getting all 3 fucking power-ups, too. The worst thing about the Troy and Abed in the morning power-up is that fucking shit flies. So, like, if you destroy something, that power-up will fly away. How do you fucking aim, by the way? There's no aim, oh yeah, there's a melee attack, apparently. Every party, every weekend, so on the radio. That's my favorite song. Made me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is gone, got no patience, cause I'm not a doctor. Girl, why is you lying? Girl, why you move faster? Yeah, me casa su casa. Hear the shit like a gossip. But if I just volcanoes, hear the flow is so lava. I just should put the lava. I don't know the lyrics. Yep, now I'm dead. Okay. Now, let's watch that final cutscene. After have combined all their powers into a form of a Canberra, Gambino stood no chance, and he lays defeat on the ground while the Chambera prepares its final blow. But the last moment, Gambino was saved by the mighty Grimblow. Grimblow! He delivers a punch so strong that knocks them, sending out of their Canberra form. Grimblow walks towards Eminem and reaches out his hand. Eminem recoils in fear as he approaches, but Grimblow opens his hand, revealing a car key. Grimblow explains he was the one who towed Eminem. He was actually stopped in a handicap spot, but to make up for it, and in the end, and to end the feud with Gambino, he bought a new car along with a year's supply of spaghetti. Marshall questions how Grimblow got the cash and about the Oreo crumbs. Grimblow continues to explain that he's been working extra shifts as a tow truck driver in order to get funds for a special present for Gambino. Gambino opens the box to find a 15-karat diamond ring surrounded by Oreos. Grimblow kneels as he asks Gambino hand in marriage. Gambino accepts, and now that the feud is over, asks Eminem and friends to be the best men at the wedding, to which they agree. Gambino and Grimblow are then seen running off together, most likely. Okay. The end. And then. Oh. Here it comes. There he is. This was a beautiful game. Oh my god. Here's the how to play screen. Yeah, see, there's an aim button. I just don't think you can aim in this game. Coca-Cola, come on. What is this guy's name? 35-year-old white man. Wait, can you not? Yeah. This is a game. That was a fun game. Next up, we have Bonfire the Game. A game I totally didn't just make just so I could make this video and talk about childish Gambino games. I also didn't just make Bonfire the Game for not a speedrunner to use, or Siva Gunner, or whoever the fuck feels like using Bonfire Instrumental. Oh, by the way, switch the camera real quick. That's not the camera. I want to give you all something. This code. Yeah, have fun with it. I already redeemed it, but I don't know if it'll work. So you have fun with that. Oh, by the way, I got a little thing in the mail. This is... Oh, shit. This is a promotional CD for Telegraph Avenue. I finally got this today. I think I ordered it like December 12th. I think it shipped on December 12th. Yeah, the fucking mail isn't running properly. But yeah, I just want to do that real quick. I'll fire the video game. Oh shit, I forgot to read the readme. Hold on, we gotta read the readme. We have to learn. Music is Bonfire by Childish Gambino. Sorry, YouTubers, because copyright. But if you don't care about copyright, have fun. Also, Alt F4 to exit. Cool. Let's play, shall we? Tree. That is a tree. Tree. Ooh, what's that? It's a knife. Oh, I collected the knife. I mean, this is pretty accurate to Bonfire. There's the bonfire. Some lighting glitches. Oh, those are the women, and I'm guessing that Half-Life black guy is supposed to be the person who's talking in the bonfire music video. Let's go to it.
And I'll give you all of me until there's nothing left. I swear this summer will be summer camp, bitch.
That's it. That was the entire game. Bonfire the game. So, here's a little thing about this. I made this. That was short. The original video file is like 5 fucking minutes long.
This is America.
Yeah. So, next up we have a sort of a long one. This one's gonna be the bonus one because, you know, there are only 2 childish Gambino games. This one's more, Donald Glover. There was a community that remade a community episode. That episode being, The Journey to Hawthorne. That game from a community episode. Somebody remade it, and that's cool. I couldn't figure out how to get past the fucking Mexican town, but you know, it's there. So here are the highlights of it. You know, it was a really good remake too. I actually really enjoyed it. I just didn't like the stupid fucking Mexican town part because that shit's confusing. But yeah, it was pretty good. I like how Leonard was in it. I realized the community one, the community game that I played, it didn't have any audio. That was funny. That was really funny. I will leave all the links to these games in the description, so you can play them. And just so the creators don't harass me, telling me, why didn't you shout me out for reviewing my game? Yeah, I'm just doing that. I'm just putting them in the description so I don't get harassed. And of course, so you guys can play them, so you don't have to look for them. But yeah, those games were fun. I liked them. They were fun. You know, you know what? After playing 3 Childish Gambino games and skipping out on Battlefront 2 because I refused to buy that game, I think that was fun. I think somebody should make a game of Donald Glover's Weirdo. I don't know how the fuck you'll make a game of stand-up comedy, but might be able to. You might be able to remake the stories that he tells. You know, like the I don't know, like the homeless story that he said in Weirdo. You know, or the Home Depot story. That would be funny. Leonard's like the best character of the entire fucking show. You can see the top of a Sprite. So the internet on my computer's feeling funky. Let's talk about something that technically doesn't even have internet access anymore. The Netflix instant streaming discs for Wii and PS3, and one other one we'll talk about later. What are these? Well, first let's talk about the story of how these came into existence and why everyone's selling at least 3 of these on fucking eBay. So back in the 360, Wii, and PS3 era, Netflix was like, hey, let's make it so people don't have to use the shitty-ass internet browsers to watch SpongeBob. So they were like, okay, so let's make Netflix for, you know, consoles. And Xbox was like, you know, we're fucking greedy, so don't put it out on other consoles, you fucking bitch. So they were like, okay, we won't. So then Netflix is known as an Xbox 360 exclusive, which is funny. But they were like, well, what about the other guys? Like, we need to mass produce Wii copies and the 3 people who bought PS3 versions. So, if you went onto the Netflix website, this was back when you had to mail the fucking movies back to them. You know, the old Netflix. When they would give you a goddamn movie and it would be scratched all to hell and unwatchable. So you basically had a movie that you couldn't do anything with. It was basically Redbox, but with actual mail. Oh, and by the way, these discs say do not return to Netflix. So you bet your ass eBay was filled to the brim with these. So they were like, hey, you want to watch it on your PlayStation 3 or your Nintendo Wii? Here you go. Buy this free DVD. And basically in the mail, depending on which console you selected, you would get one of 2 streaming discs. A PS3 one if you had a PS3, or a Wii one if you had a Wii. Now, later down the line in these consoles' lives, Netflix actually became a proper thing. You didn't need a fucking streaming disc to watch Netflix. Netflix was like, okay, let's actually fucking release a Wii channel and a PS3 app. So they ended up doing that. And now, you're stuck with this useless ass disc that doesn't work anymore. So, what's your first thought of getting rid of these goddamn Netflix discs? Well, sell them on eBay for like $3. No shipping. These things are so easy to come by. But of course, with all 3 versions, it gets rare down the line. Now you're probably saying, wait, 3 fucking versions? There's not 3 versions, there's only 2. There's the Wii and PS3 ones. Well, there's a third one. A Brazilian-only version known as the PS2 Netflix Instant Streaming Disc. Because the PlayStation 2 needed to stream Netflix in Europe. Wait, where's Brazil located? Oh shit, it's South America. I'm an idiot. But yeah, and the PS2 one is incredibly rare to come by, which I find really funny, as everyone has one of these fucking instant streaming discs. You can find the Wii one for literally under a goddamn $1 if you look in the right places, and the PS3 one's slightly more rare. Like, yeah, it's gonna cost $10, but I ended up buying mine in a bundle that was $10 for the Wii and PS3 versions. So yeah, now I have 2 fucking instant streaming Netflix discs that both don't work, because the service is shut down for these. So pretty much all 3 Netflix streaming discs, the Wii, PS3, and PS2 ones don't, and they all do something different. The PS3 one just says Netflix isn't supported, or like you're not connected to the internet, but that's because it's an outdated version of Netflix. The Wii one has a special fucking message for some ungodly reason, telling you to go to the Wii Shop channel and just download the Netflix channel. And the PS2 one, I don't know. I don't know about the PS2 one, as since it's incredibly rare, I can't buy it, and since I'm too lazy to set up a stupid fucking network adapter for a PS2 emulator, I just get a no internet error telling me that I need the network adapter, even though I'm too lazy to get one. And I'm also too lazy to actually make an attempt to see if this has a special message. It probably will just say, oh yeah, this ain't supported anymore, go buy a PlayStation 3, you fucking dumbass. So pretty much, what can you do with these Netflix discs? Absolutely goddamn nothing. And, by the way, here's a fun little fact. Did you know every single Netflix disc acts differently? The PS2 one acts like a DVD. The PS3 one acts like a Blu-ray disc. Not like PS3 Blu-ray disc, no. Like, if you put in a copy of the fucking Blu-ray SpongeBob movie into your PS3, that's what it acts like. And the Wii one acts like a Wii game. Every single one of them acts differently. And I find that really funny. So, what would be the purpose of having these? Just to have. Like, what are you really gonna do? Since Netflix is one of the most easiest things to get, why would you buy it? And of course, these are also for consoles that are outdated. The PS3, Wii, and PS2, if you live in Brazil. So, pretty much, if you buy these, you're buying them for collector's purposes. You're not buying them to use them. Now, is there anything else that I should talk about with this? No, there's absolutely nothing. But really, what these remind me of are like those bootleg images that you see in like people who go to like thrift stores and find like uTorrent on disc. That's what these remind me of. This doesn't count as anything. This is software on a disc. That's all it is. So for the longest time, in my very cool Sonic collection, there's always been this one mysterious game that sits on that shelf. It's been there for a very long time. I think even since around one of my first collection videos. I have this. which I got from a cool eBay listing at Sonic. So yeah, I think it's finally time that we try it out. So, when I first got this game, there was duct tape wrapped all around it, as you can see. Yeah, and it just has Sonic, and it's a DVD-R. There was a note, and I thought to just put it in the case, because it came with it while this was duct taped, so I was like, oh, fuck it, throw it in the case. This game is cursed, don't play it, destroy it, please, buyer, John. That's very funny, John, but I think I'm about to play this. You know, it's been in my collection for so goddamn long. I think it's about time that we review it. I think. There we go. Today we're going to review Sonic for DVR. Shit. So putting the disc in, we can see that the little pop-up menu that appears on the bottom right says Sonic Sega. Now, I know in Japan, Sonic's usually called Sega Sonic, but putting Sega at the end, I don't know, that might be just the copyright holder. So looking at the files of the game, there's just one thing, and that's an executable file called Sonic. A Sonic.exe. Now, other PC Sonic games also have this Sonic.exe, but that's usually just the executable file, and there's usually several other files. But in this game, it's just the Sonic executable file. I also thought to check the properties menu of it as well, and it has a description saying, I am God, whatever that means. Now, of course, Sega's overlords, you know, they can be seen as a god to Sonic, and Sonic is sort of a god since he's basically appeared in everything. So, yeah. But saying that you're specifically God, Sonic, I don't know. It might be some, like, religious game or something, because there's only one god I believe in, and that's Kanye West. I think it's about time that we finally boot up this game and check it out. So the fucking power went out. I don't fucking know why. So, I think that's a fucking... Huh. Flashlight's acting weird. So, I think that's a pretty bad sign, I think. You know. So after booting up the game, I see that there's no Sega logo at the beginning, and it just looks like a ROM of the original Sonic the Hedgehog. So I've also noticed something. Fucking Sonic's not even in the game. So we have Tails, Knuckles, even though he's not in Sonic 1, and neither is Tails. I don't fucking know. And we also have Dr. Robotnik. I don't know. It might be some like Mario Kart type thing where you can play as the enemy. So let's just choose Tails, and let's get on with the game. So getting into the game as Tails, this was the most boring Sonic level I've ever seen. It reminds me of that ROM hack of Sonic 2 where it's literally just a straight line. Yeah, there's really not much to this. I don't know why it's like this though. I don't know. It's probably some like fan made this. And by the dead corpses on the ground, I can really tell a fan made this. I don't know what the fuck's up with this guy. Yeah, and also, Sonic's dead. Yeah, he's just in the tree hanging. That's fucking weird. And then after walking for quite a bit, we see Sonic. I don't know what the hell he's doing there. So I walked up to him. Screen started staticking, but I don't know. My computer's probably fucking up. And analog. So after touching Sonic, he asked me if I want to play a game. Well, isn't that fun? I hate games. Now, what the fuck? It says hide and go seek, but there isn't really much to go hide or to seek. So after walking even more, we see Sonic's chasing us with the drowning theme. Cool. What happens if he touches me, though? What the fuck? Dude, I gotta take a break. Fucking flashlight. This fucking shit barely works. Come on. Come on. Son of a bitch. Fucking, I'm finna about to get some new batteries for this bitch. I think it's about time. So the fucking bitch ass door shut. Come on. There we go. Bitch ass door shut. So I can't fucking get out. I could fucking. Yeah. So fucking son of a bitch. Come on. Well, I guess I'm stuck playing the fucking Sonic game. Back at the main menu, Tails is fucking dead. And we can only play as Knuckles now. You know, Knuckles was always my favorite character. That's a lie, actually. But, you know, Knuckles is fun. I like how he can glide and climb. Let's just fucking choose him. I can't run. Fuck you, I can run. So playing as Knuckles, we can't glide. That's one of Knuckles' main purposes. So, instead of doing what the game wants me to do and go right, I like to go left in video games. Just because, fuck you. And going left, we find a pit. My only idea is to jump in. So after arriving at, we could see the game starts having a fucking seizure. Yeah, and it says, "You're fun to play with, no one cares too." What are you, playing with my fucking computer? But this is my world. Thanks for shouting me out. It won't be long now. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Soon, No One Cares 2 will be joining us. Oh shit, my computer's gonna join the dark side. Yeah, really, this isn't scary when it's saying the name of my computer. It's fucking funny, actually. So back at You Can't Run, I just go right. And we see Sonic again. And he says, "Found me." I didn't know we were still fucking playing hide and seek. I thought you already seeked me. So, and now I'm just running at him over and over and over. And then guess what? Yeah, as a soul collector in my time, I can say, yeah, there is very little time to play with him. Now that Knuckles is fucking dead, now I can play as Dr. Robegman. And, you know, it's fine. After running down so many fucking stairs, there's black fire. Now, fun fact, black fire is a real thing. There's a YouTuber that messes with lasers, and he plays with black fire. And of course, after that, Eggman dies. Well, isn't that fun? Well, that's not Kanye. No shit. The entire cast of Sonic's fucking dead. The entire cast. All 3 characters. Oh no. I gotta fucking get out of here. Get this fucking game out. Get the fuck? Come on. I don't think that was a regular Sonic game. No shit. When I was little, I've always wanted to make my own sprites for stuff. You know, I would dabble in changing game textures, but that was boring. That took too much time. I just wanted to make my own character. So I looked at other games. There was Sonic Bowl, but I wanted to, fight. And then I saw it. Mulligan. Mulligan was perfect. If I knew how to use the things. The programs, the palettes. Why does this matter? Then there was Rivals of Aether. I, made a sprite edit, but it was pretty bad because I had to worry about, collisions and stuff. I'm not into that. I just want to make my own sprites. And then that inspired me. I'm going to buy something on my 3DS. That being Photo Dojo, a game released in 2010 for the DSi as DSiWare. And then it was ported to the 3DS. Photo Dojo is a game where you take pictures of yourself and put yourself in a fighting game. The best part about the game is taking pictures to put yourself into the game. One small issue. I have a 2DS. And it requires you to either have a friend to take pictures of you, which is the recommended way, or to take them yourself. So, I have to put the 2DS sideways, leaning up against something. This isn't fun. This game was made for the DSi, or the 3DS, because you can actually crop those up sideways. With the 2DS, you can't, because the 2DS can't stand up on its own. So I had to lean it up against my wall in the most uncomfortable manner. And it still couldn't reach me because it had to be exactly vertical so it could actually see your entire body. So I had to do this contraption, and that was funny. And after you waste your time taking pictures of yourself, now it's time to make the sounds. And what's to do except for just yell into the microphone? I broke the sound barrier in the game by doing that. And after that, you get to choose your fighting style. We have Kung Fu Master, which lets you spin in the air. Shanghai Demon, which is the most useful one. Loose Cannon, which makes you jump. And Judo Warrior, which I keep forgetting what it does. But it does a thing. And after choosing Shanghai Demon, and definitely not Judo Warrior, you get to create a stage, aka take a picture. This is what I've always wanted. And after you do that, you can now play the game. And it's fine. Let's talk about the multiplayer, as the single player something else. Choosing multiplayer, you have 3 music options, technically 4. You have rock and roll, electric, the other one, which sounds like actual ass, and silent. It sounds better than the 3rd music option. And I will be dead in my grave before I say its name. And controlling's not easy. The face buttons are how you move with player 2. Gross. Besides that, it's just a basic game. On to single player. And single player is, yeah. Single player is probably the hardest part about the entire goddamn game. I'm not joking. Your tiny amount of health that you have, and you have to get through 100 enemies, that is actual torture. Yeah, it's not easy. But let me tell you a really easy tutorial on how to get through it. 1. Choose Shang-Chi Demon. This is why it's important that you choose this. Spam the shit out of it. And every time you use it, walk a little bit. This will destroy every single type of enemy. I forgot to describe the other types of enemies. So there are several. There are the ones who just walk at you and punch you. There's the ones who jump kick you. There's the ones who chose loose cannon by doing the little lunge thing. There's small ones and there's big ones. Yeah, that's all of them. So, the only ones that little trick that I told you about choosing Shanghai Demon, yeah, that will destroy all of them except for the small ones, because they're too damn small. But just a simple kick will kill them. Do that and hope to God you don't lose, and you will beat it in no time. And what do you get for wasting your time with a single player? A new music track. I'm not fucking joking. After wasting your time of your life getting through this, you get one music track. And it's just called bonus track. And that song is literally just the create music. That's it. You unlocked the create music. Specifically with taking photos. Not even the sound one, which sounds like a real banger. Oh yeah, the game's soundtrack. The game's soundtrack's pretty good, except for that third music option. And honestly, it's a pretty decent soundtrack. I do recommend it. Specifically with making the sounds. That song's like beatbox, it's good. But yeah, that's pretty much my review for Photo Dojo. It's a really fucking good ass game. I would recommend you buy it. If the 3DS would stop dying. Well, a girl tried to have sex with me. I might as well just try to play some games or something. But I don't have any games. None. You know, there's DK Faulties. You order something from them. Might as well. I mean, this is my last shot, so hope they give me something good. Hello, this is Joe Mama of DK Faulties. The fuck do you want?
Yes, hello, DK Faulties. Could you please get me a game? I'm feeling lucky.
You're feeling lucky. I got you. Time to record a TikTok. Silas just ordered a random game. Let's go ship it out. So here's our wonderful collection of video games. Again, I hope everyone likes these. This looks like I can overprice them. $96. And since your order was picked to be filmed, I'm throwing in a car charger. It's not good enough. I need wrapping. Guess what, guys? My DK Oldies package came in. Finally. We can open this up. It smells like deodorant. It smells like deodorant. So, oh, personalized letter. How beautiful. Oh, my games. Yes. What games did he get me? Okay, basketball game and hockey. I hate hockey. Okay, well, guess I'll make do. Ugh.
Oh. Nice. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I get for ordering shit from DK Foldies. Alright, the first one, the basketball game. If it fucking works. Anyway, besides that...
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Game setup. Okay, I guess I have to set this up. Mode, playoffs. That's the only one I've ever heard of. Style, I don't know. Arcade. I like arcade games. Level, rookie. Quartered, fuck it, the longest. And I think we are now ready to play the funny basketball game. So the entire time I was playing this game, I had no clue what the controls were. I was pressing every goddamn button, and then I soon realized why it doesn't do anything. I can tell you the controls because I actually learned them throughout the game. X is to jump, and I just did that a lot. I kept jumping into people because it was so funny to me. I keep doing it. I don't know why. So after I kept jumping into people, I found out with the B button, you could punch people, and that was even more funny. So I kept jumping at people while punching them, just to steal the ball. And one time I was actually successful. And the B button's to switch the character. Now, of course, if you have the ball, the A button, instead of punching, shoots. You have to hold down the button until I think you're at the peak, and then you shoot it, and then you make the goal. There was one time I was literally on the other side of the court, and I made the shot. That was the best gaming moment that ever happened to me. But yeah, I legit didn't know what to do. I just kept attacking people, trying to kill them. And yeah, it was funny. I had fun playing this. I never thought I'd say that. Every time I touch a basketball game, I always end up having fun. Same thing with that NCAA college basketball hoop game for GameCube. I just keep playing these basketball games, not knowing the controls, just keep jumping, falling over, punching people. It's funny. But yeah, besides that, the game's pretty good. I had a lot of fun. And you know, I forgot I set it to 12 minutes. I only got 20 minutes of gameplay footage because for some reason, at the end, it just felt like crashing. Yeah, so I couldn't continue playing. And I think maybe I should actually stop playing this game. It's starting to get to me, you know. If I continue playing, I might fucking destroy public property. The other game, stupid fucking hockey game, the one that I don't care about. I hate hockey. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't make a single fucking point. All I know is that I kept interrupting the game just to do the stupid fucking thing. Stop interrupting and letting the other team have the advantage. I can barely even have the advantage. Yeah, I hate hockey. So those are the games that I got. DK, you gotta settle down. Stop using deodorant to fucking package shit. That's probably the last time I'll ever order anything from DK Faulties again. God damn it. I have nothing to review. I need a game. What's this? SpongeBob movie game on PC? But I swear I've tried to play it. Yeah, I did. So what makes this one any different? Besides the 199 free hours of AOL. Well, it's the full game. Alright, I guess I can review this. The SpongeBob movie game for PC. This is the only version that I have. I know there's a big boxed one, but it's sorta hard to come by. So the best I got is this version with 1,099 hours free of AOL for 50 days. That's a pretty big issue. Yeah. 50 days I get to use all these hours of free AOL. That's sort of an issue. As, you know, I would fly this way before 50 days. In fact, that 50 days is a little too short for some people. But yeah, but not only is this just a SpongeBob movie game, it also comes with trailers, buddy icons, wallpapers, and more. Really curious what that's about. Looking at the art, this is actually promotional art for the SpongeBob movie in general. Specifically, this is a promotional version of Now That We're Men from the SpongeBob movie. It also has a little advertisement for the movie itself at the bottom here, in theaters November 19th, which is nice. Now, I'm going to try my absolute best to hide these codes, because I don't want people using them. Down here it says how credit cards and shit, and just how to set it up in general. Yeah, and also, free SpongeBob game on the CD. Which one's the bigger thing? Is it the fucking hours of AOL, or is it the SpongeBob? By the way, I got this for surprisingly cheap. There's a guy on eBay who's just selling a shit ton of these. New. Well, as new as you can get. When I bought this, the seal was already, like, opened. And I don't know if he used one of these two codes. You get two codes. One for yourself and one for a friend, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm really curious to try this out. I think it's time to look at the disc without tearing this. Oh. Looking at the disc. So, I mean, it's cool. It reflects. It's shiny and shit. Actually, looking at the condition of the disc, it looks brand new. I have took this out a few times, but I never personally actually installed it on my totally real Windows XP and not Windows 10 that's going to virtualize Windows XP in a second. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. This sort of reminds me of older Wii discs. You know how there's very limited colors they can use, except instead of 1, it's like 4. Yeah, I mean, let's try it out. There we go. Gotta crack your knuckles for this one. Finally gonna properly review the fucking SpongeBob movie. Let's switch over to the Windows XP.
So let's pop the disc in, see what we got. Now you see, here's the demo from the DVD. But this is apparently the full game, since it says it's a free Sponge game. Install America Online. This new members. He sure is running. Wondering, where do I get my SpongeBob game? I guess we'll see in a second. Yeah, there's just no audio for this. That's fucking weird. Alright. Custom spam filters, like every single goddamn thing needs. What I find really funny is that the SpongeBob movie game is the oldest game that you can still buy in stores. If you look in the bargain bin, you'll find SpongeBob movie collection of the first and Sponge Out of Water. And if you buy one of those, you technically have the demo to the SpongeBob movie game that is outdated and doesn't work in Windows 10. Yeah, I just think that's really interesting and funny. Let me tell you the reason why I've always kept this, like, still installed. It's because I just like having it. I think it looks cool, you know? Just like every time I boot on my computer, I see the MSN Messenger. It's slightly nostalgic for me. I don't really, like, have nostalgia over anything, but if I did, this is definitely one of them. Because this would pop up every time we'd boot up the computer, and it was never signed in since we had Firefox. So we just always had this on the computer.
Alright, it's finally done installing. Now it needs to open AOL. Connecting you to America Online. Okay. Helping you connect to America Online. Please wait while we search for your connection. Example phone line, cable, DSL. A modem was not found. You don't need one. You don't need one. Are you sure? You're not finishing setup your You stop now, you will not be able to sign on. If you select continue, you will go back to the screen that you were just on. Okay. There are no locations to edit. Oh, here we go. Sign on. I don't think I need this. Screen name. You guessed. Computer checkup. AOL spyware. Antivirus. Location. Sign on. Location name. Home. Alright. This cannot read a normal internet connection. Alright, well, at least we could look at it. You know, this is pretty okay. It's pretty cool. And we have the SpongeBob stuff on the desktop, including a bunch of new icons. Look at this. This is all the icons we got. We have a QuickTime player now. I think this is a Mac thing. That's cool. Let's move this one onto the desktop right here under that. Free AOL extras. What's in the extras? Get iTunes. I think AOL is an Apple thing. AOL computer checkup, QuickTime player, and put this right here. And we'll just delete these. Yes. And why not? Delete these as well. And this. Put the Walmart here. Anyway. Games trailer and more. This is the one tiny little bit of SpongeBob that's in this. Let's go check it out, and hope I don't need a fucking internet connection to check out SpongeBob. Because it's everything that's said on here is like offline stuff. I'm looking, it doesn't say what requirements. Oh, here we go. We got a trailer.
In the most remote location on Earth, thousands of feet below the surface, the unthinkable has happened.
I think this is just the regular trailer. Just compressed.
Talk to me fast.
Oh, it started out as a simple order. A Krabby Patty with cheese.
Well, am I wrong?
Yeah, this is just the original trailer that would play on TV and stuff. Or the beginning of Home Sweet Pineapple. Okay, here we go. We got a bunch of stuff. And this looks like this was made in Flash. Let's go check out trailers real quick. Because it's got to have more than one trailer. Oh, we actually have 3. What's trailer 1? Is this the trailer we just watched?
Sonar 40, is that sound still out there?
Nope. This is the other trailer that makes it look like a completely different movie. What's trailer 2? Oh my god, just get to the actual fucking trailer.
Since the beginning of time,
I've never seen this
mankind
trailer,
has searched for
actually.
answers to the big questions. Where did we come from? Is there life after death? Are we alone?
What is this trailer?
But today, in this very theater, you will be asked to answer the ultimate question. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
You can see a prototype version of that scene. That's cool.
Bigger.
Oh, I know this fucking spongier. And then his ass shows. With added pink.
The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
It's nice we get to see a prototype version of the very famous scene where he's yelling. And I think this is the trailer that's used at the beginning. Yeah. Alright. Buddy icons. Those are icons. I never understood buddy icons. Like, yeah, you can customize your computer with them, but like, what's the point? Let's just save them all. We'll look at them. Wallpapers. There are only 2 wallpapers, and they look like just slightly bigger versions of the promotional posters. Wait, what? You didn't actually make that my wallpaper, did you? Okay, I guess we're gonna see. If it's gonna set my wallpaper, we'll at least do that one. Alright, and we have the game. This is what I'm waiting here for. Plankton's Revenge Pinball. I mean, it did just say SpongeBob game. It didn't exclusively say it's the SpongeBob movie game. It's just the SpongeBob game. But I mean, this is technically the SpongeBob movie game, since it's Plankton's Revenge. Plankton did get revenge in the movie. I was just really hoping this was the real SpongeBob movie game, not the SpongeBob movie pinball game. I'm slightly disappointed, but what could I really expect? I guess we could play this since I haven't heard a single person talking about it. It's not even on the cutting room floor, so let's play Plankton's Revenge Pinball. Alright. Let's play Plankton's Revenge Pinball. I mean, I was expecting something better. And it's Flash, which is...
I will rule the world!
I mean, it's still technically a SpongeBob movie game. By the way, this installed Flash Player on my computer, which is fucking sick. I've been meaning to get Flash Player on my computer. Alright, let's play.
I will rule the world! I will rule the world!
Okay, I don't know... How do I play? Alright, down arrow. Hold down to release the ball. I can't scroll down. Okay. Oh, there we go. Shift and control. That's the issue with this game. Rules. String together a ramp. I already know how to play. To steal the formula, complete Crab's target 3 times, then head for the jet bumpers. The more you hit, the more points you get per pop. To hire the hitman, shoot past the biker, I don't fucking care. Alright, I guess let's play.
Who can stop me now?
It doesn't even make it all the way around. And this is the worst pinball physics I've ever felt.
Who can stop
It doesn't even make it all the way around. That's the biggest issue. Well, that time it did. But this is really bad pinball.
Who can stop me now?
Yeah, I don't like these pinball physics. This is not pinball to me. This does not feel like pinball. And what's sad, I'm actually pretty decent at pinball. Let me show you, I'm going to show you a better pinball game that actually feels like pinball. And I think you all know exactly what I'm aiming for. This. This is what I think a real pinball game should feel like. It should be satisfying, it shouldn't have trouble going up, and the ball should be slower. And this just feels like a pinball game. While this game feels like a Fisher-Price toy. And you can bump the shit out of the table, it'll still let you play. And it even breaks the game slightly. No, I don't want to die. No, take me back up.
Who can stop me now?
Yeah, this is... Rewind?
I will rule the world!
Yeah, this is a bad pinball game. Alright, is there anything else on here that wasn't lying to me? Official movie website. Since this is taking me to the official website, some tells me the site is down. I think made with Macromedia. Cool. That's pretty high quality background. And there's all the buddy icons. I guess we can get a closer look at these now. I never really knew what buddy icons are. Oh, it just looks like... What, do you know what these buddy icons remind me of? Since, you know, I never grew up with these buddy icon things. They remind me of those banners people would have on DeviantArt. You know, the ones people would have like 50 different banners, and it's all My Little Pony related ones on DeviantArt. That's what these remind me of. Just tiny little things, doesn't matter. I think this one's the worst one, because it's just all yellow. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. In theaters 2004. And then there's my zombie when I played Plants vs. Zombie. Yeah, that was interesting. That was funny. I think I will change my desktop background to this. This is the ugliest fucking background I ever had. Anyway. I guess we'll go on to the outro from here. Just a word of note, I will have this disc archived on Internet Archive. In case anybody wants it. So, the SpongeBob movie game... Well, SpongeBob movie game... with 1,099 hours of AOL. Is it worth it? Should you buy it? Well, I mean, this is the only way to play that Plankton's Revenge pinball. That would be the only reason to buy this. But really, I don't see the value in this. Even though I paid like $10 for it, I still don't see the value in it. So, if you see this, pick it up. You know, it's interesting. It's a piece of history. To SpongeBob fans, it has a Flash game on there that's funny, you know? And also, you know, why wouldn't you? Just don't expect getting the SpongeBob movie game for PC on here. Expect getting a shitty Flash game pinball. But besides that, it was fun. I had fun. You know, I got to install AOL on my goddamn Windows XP computer. So, yeah. This was interesting. Is it worth $10? No, but if you see it, you can pick it up if you want to. You don't have to. I will warn you about one thing. Pinball game wasn't really that great. Even though I had fun playing it, I think, it wasn't really fun. And really, what you're getting this package for is all of these. The trailers, the buddy icons, the wallpapers. Not even the trailers. Yeah, you're really just getting these for the buddy icons and the wallpaper. And maybe if you're a really big fan of SpongeBob Flash games, then the shitty pinball game. I don't know. But yeah. Besides that, there's not really a point to this. I mean, play it if you want to. You don't have to. Have fun. Yeah. Pinball. This is Donkey Kong for Atari video computer. Yeah, when I first bought this, I accidentally said that this was for ColecoVision. Listen, when you show me the Donkey Kong logo and the word Coleco right next to each other, I'm going to think it's for ColecoVision. And when I first bought this, I said, yeah, this is Donkey Kong for Coleco. Next thing I bought Donkey Kong. Yeah, this was the cleanest copy of Donkey Kong for ColecoVision I've ever seen. Oops. No, this is Donkey Kong for Atari Video Computer. And Sears Video Arcade. Don't forget about the Sears Video Arcade. So yeah, let's... I have nothing better to do with my time. Let's review this weird-ass copy of Donkey Kong. Which I'm pretty sure is the first ever copy of Donkey Kong ever made. For a home console. And I hope I'm correct about that fact. So of course I need to pop this bad boy in to the video game console and play some Donkey Kong, man. So the first thing that you see when booting up this quote-unquote Donkey Kong game is a giant gingerbread man throwing fucking pizzas at you. Like, what the fuck? So much for Donkey Kong, am I right? And I've noticed a lot that this game has some really shitty deaths. Like, you'll die from literally anything in this game. It's annoying. Here's just a compilation of all the weird-ass deaths that I had. Like, one tiny mistake, and you're just dead. There's also another thing about this game. It has no music. Not even when you picked up the hammer. It's literally just silence. All you hear is... You know? It's creepy as shit. Yeah, actually sitting down and playing the game reminds me when I ate too many fucking cough drops last week. God, I'm so fucking hungry. Ooh. Ah, they taste stale. Holy shit, Donkey Kong's never been so bad before. God, I fucking stuck at Donkey Kong. Why is the game supposed to be this bad? Coleco, you fucked up. You fucked up, Coleco. Let me try again. So after doing the world's hardest task, we are finally on level 2. which looks a lot like level 3 of the actual Donkey Kong game. So I'm really hoping this is not where the game ends, because if it does, that would be very disappointing. And we also get the Nazi pizza this time, but the actual little fire guys, which is cool. And beating this is like beating any other level 3 of Donkey Kong. You walk over the little platforms, they disappear, and you're supposed to walk over all of them. And beating it takes us back to level 1. So, I guess I beat the game technically. Don't forget, most Atari games were pretty short, and a lot of them were just for high scores. So this isn't too surprising. I wasn't expecting to play this for an hour, but I also wasn't expecting to play for 10 minutes. But then again, I never grew up with the Atari. I grew up with the GameCube and Wii. So, yeah, I guess I technically beat the game. There, beat the fucking game. I never expected this game to actually be bad. Like, it's an Atari game, and it's Donkey Kong. It says right there, it's by Nintendo. Nintendo made this. And yet they couldn't fucking make Donkey Kong correct. I never expected this game to be bad. Or maybe I just suck ass at Donkey Kong. It's one of those two. Last time I played it, it went pretty swell. But maybe it's just the fear that maybe I just don't like Atari games. Yeah, so that was Donkey Kong. It says Coleco. It says for use on Atari Video. And it's by Nintendo. It's fucking someone made this game. I'm not 100% sure who, though. Yeah, that was Donkey Kong on Atari 2600. Overall, the game's fine. Plays like a Donkey Kong game, you know? But personally, if I had to recommend a better game, I'd probably have to say Sneak King was better. God, instead of playing this game, I would rather watch Norbit again. That's not a fair comparison. Let me try again. I would actually rather watch Click by Adam Sandler. So yeah, overall, it's fine. Yeah, I know my opinion changed there, but honestly, for the first time Donkey Kong's been on a home console, hopefully, they did a fine enough job. It's still bad, though. Just know, this is the first Atari game I'll review and the first Atari game I'll fucking own. Ah, they taste stale. Just several cough drops with the wrapper on in his mouth. Oh, they taste stale. I'm pretty sure you would come by these unofficial controllers from time to time. Now you're probably saying, well, that just looks like an official GameCube controller. Well, it's not. If you actually look at it, you see Nintendo's not written anywhere on it. And we're reviewing one of those controllers. This one being a fake Wavebird called the Wave Dash. I bought this at vintage stock for around $20. I think it was $15. It says here on the back it takes 2 AA batteries and it works for GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. And up to 8 hours of non-stop gameplay. And the picture that it shows for, you know, Wii and Wii U is this. Now the problem with that is, it says compatible with GameCube. Fun fact, GameCube does not have USB slots. So, really, this adapter is a lie. So, let's actually try this out and really test this controller for what it is. So, taking out of the packaging, we could see TTX Tech and a, you know, the actual wireless receiver. Now, one thing you'll notice with this is it does not have a little indicator, or the little, what is it, wheel thing that's on it, so you can switch it. But, so I'm guessing what it actually does is it's Bluetooth. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that this is Bluetooth instead of the radio frequencies that the actual Wavebird is. And looking at the controller, it's decent. The stick feels incredibly stiff. Like I actually have to put some pressure to move it. C-stick feels fine. And one thing I noticed, it doesn't click. Yeah. Yeah, this feels decently cheap. Like, this feels like this would be in like $15. So, we're going to try it in several situations. We're going to try it on Wii with a US and Japanese game, in case the Japanese game doesn't work. And we're going to try it on an emulator. So yeah, let's go on to testing with this. Now switching the controller on shows us a little red light. And it looks like it's working, you know, I could do stuff. And the D-pad seems like it works. So let's try going into the game itself. Let's just choose Hidden Mansion. Alright, now, moment of truth. Okay. First issue. Luigi will not stop using his vacuum. Seems like every button works. Yeah. It's just the right stick that's not, and Luigi will not stop vacuuming. Okay. Cool. This is an issue with a game like this because of this. That and you can't catch ghosts. So, okay, cool. We already found our first issue. I can't even play the game. Okay, because the right stick will not stop vacuuming. Alright, well, that was a nice test. Let's try a different game. Maybe it's because this game is, you know, Japanese. So I have my GameCube adapter plugged into my computer. Let's go plug it in. Woo, it's magically plugged in. And as you can see in this footage of me trying out on an emulator, it's not just the R button, it's both L and R. It's just in Luigi's Mansion, the vacuum overpowers the blower. So yeah, it's definitely the controller, not just the console. So what are my final thoughts on the Wave Dash? I actually never got the thing to work. If you saw through the emulator footage, only both the triggers were fully held down. So yeah, I never got it to work. Am I really surprised I paid $20 for something that would cost $40? Yeah, so if I'm going to say, if you want to buy a Wavebird controller, just save up for an official one. They're only like $40. You know, if you're paying $20 for this, just save the extra 20. And also, just don't go with, like, fake options. Like, I only bought this because, one, it was cheap, and two, I wanted to replace this controller. my wire because it drifts. Well, I would rather have drifting than not even be able to play the games whatsoever. So, yeah. It's never worked, and I wish it did. I think I'll just keep it on my shelf in case I ever make a full video on talking about third-party controllers or something. But yeah, this controller sucks. It feels cheap, and even if it did work, I wouldn't like it. Because just, the controllers are, the sticks are too stiff. I don't like it. And there's a lot of reviews on this type of controller, this one, specifically the Wave Dash. And I've seen a bunch of people complaining on Reddit about it as well, saying like, oh, this thing never worked, you know. And I now know what that feels like firsthand. So yeah, it doesn't, I don't think it helps the fact that Vintage Stock doesn't really sell official controllers. I think they'll sell you an official controller when you buy an official console. So yeah, like, you'll never walk into a Vintage Stock and see Wiimotes and actual real GameCube controllers on there, which is sad. Now, I feel like they should actually be selling those more. Like, if you're selling the console, sell me a controller. Like, so, like, if I want to play multiplayer, I don't have to buy this piece of shit. So yeah, it never worked, and I think, personally, it sucks actual ass. I'm broke. I have, like, no money whatsoever. I have pocket change left. So, I need a game that can satisfy me, and also be cheap, and be part of a series for a console that barely works. Oh. Well, there's 3 of them. This is the Burger King series for Xbox 360. Or Xbox. Yeah, that's the one big thing you'll notice about these games, is the cover art. Instead of it saying 360, it just says Xbox. Which means putting this on a shelf is pretty fucking ridiculous. Because you can't put it with the 360 games since it just says Xbox, and you can't put it with the Xbox games since it has the Xbox 360 look to them. Yeah, that's stupid. And another thing, these are original Xbox games. Here's one thing that you probably never noticed about Xbox games. Every disc is different. So just for example, here's an Xbox One game. Look at the center. As you can see, it has the Xbox One logo and says Xbox One. It's hard to see, but it's there. And original Xbox games also have this. It's the original Xbox logo that says Xbox. And you bet 360 games also have this too. Now what makes it weird is the Burger King games. As it has the original Xbox logo and says Xbox on it. Yeah. Another thing to note about these games is the fact that there's actually 2 versions of every single one of these games on the discs. And even though the disc itself has the little original Xbox ring around it, in the files of these games, you can actually find the Xbox 360 version as well. So, when you put this in your 360, it isn't just the original Xbox. It is the Xbox 360 version, but if you put in an original Xbox, it's the original Xbox version. What the fuck? It would actually make it less complicated if it was just the original Xbox version being played on a 360. And that's not the worst part about these games. As there's achievements to these games, by the way. This is the only time that I know of where an original Xbox game technically has achievements, as original Xbox games do not have achievements. So it makes these games more complicated than they have to be. So let's look at them. First up, Sneak King. Oh yeah, by the way, before we actually start playing these games and seeing if these games are actually fucking worth it, because for some reason, brand new, complete box and loose are the exact same price, $30 with a few cents change, or at least for this game. So yeah, there's actually stuff that comes with these, if you didn't know. I'm pretty sure they all come with coupons. The only one I'm unsure of is this one, as this is a brand new copy, and I'm not gonna fucking open it, but don't worry, I have a used copy I got from Vintage Stock. I don't know if the person who owned this used the coupon, and I'm not even sure if it is a coupon, but I know this doesn't have what that Big Bumpin' and Sneak King have. So it might have come with a coupon, but I'm not going to open a brand new copy to see if it does or not. Also, yes, I own 2 copies of every game except for Big Bumpin'. As you can see here. 2 copies of Sneak King, and 2 copies of this fucking game. I only own 1 copy of this game. I might buy a brand new copy if I really fucking care enough. But anyway, let's go see what at least came with my used copies and brand new copy of this game. Let's see what came with them. So the first one we're going to look at is my copy of Sneak King. As of course this is the most well-known out of the other of the other 3. So opening it up, the game is loose. That's probably from me throwing it. And it gives us this. I don't exactly know if these are coupons or not, or they're just like advertisements. But yeah, they come with the games. Now, again, like I stated, I don't know if this one came with one. But I know it came with something else. And looking at the manual, it's a fold-out. Fun fact, I fucking hate fold-outs. But yeah, basically what this fold-out's telling you is, photosynthesis shit, an introduction on why the king is stalking people to give them food, controls, game modes, Xbox Live, which I don't think this game actually had any Xbox Live support. If it did, why would it? But yeah, that's the manual for Sneak King. And it came with this. Next game, Pocket Bike Racer. Opening this one up, we could see it came with an Xbox Live, 48 hours of free Xbox Live Gold. Yeah, I'm going to cover up the back there, as you can see. Yep, it's just free Xbox Live, because this is the only one that you actually would legitimately want to play online, as one of the achievements fucking require you to. Actually, all these games have achievements requiring you to be online, so if these games online ever shut down, good luck. Again, I never tried playing online on any of these since I don't have Xbox Live Gold, so I don't really know if there is any online. And looking at this one, again, it's the same fold-out, telling you controls, telling you what every gadget does, including the flashbang, which happened to me way too many goddamn times when I was playing the game. I'll show you that in a second. Game types, other shit, Xbox Live, and an introduction why everyone's racing around like a fucking lunatic. This copy. And of course we have Big Bumpin', Bumper Cars game. This one also came with the same thing that Sneak King came with. And this one also has its own fold-out. And the most ugly looking one. Pink and black. It's not really a good combination there. And it's just telling you what the pickups do, game types, yada yada yada, hazards, that shit. But no introduction. That's the weird thing about this game. It has no introduction thing. It has the controls and telling you if you ever played with bumper cars before, but no actual introduction on why everyone's trying to kill each other in bumper cars. Yep. That's what's basically in all of them. Time to actually get on with the game. Booting up Sneak King, the first thing you should notice is the logos. King Games, I'm pretty sure these are the only games that they actually made. And Blitz Games. I don't know what they made. I don't care to look it up. And after that, you'll see one of probably the fucking creepiest goddamn intro sequences to any game I've ever played. Just take a look. getting into the game, it's just your average sneaking game. You know, something in the lines of like Metal Gear Solid or Hitman. You know, there's not really much to it. There's a lot of like weird things about the game. One thing, after every goddamn mission, it puts you at the start of the goddamn level, which I think is really fucking annoying, because there's one area where you're supposed to enter a house so you can get to the other side and do all those missions. But the problem is, when you finish one of those, it takes you all the way back. That's fucking annoying. And another thing, people are fucking dumb. For most of these, you're supposed to stay out of their line of sight. That's the point. But, like, you can literally just, like, jump in, like, a pile of leaves right in front of them, and they won't goddamn notice you. Specifically for the ones where you're supposed to, like hide in something and then surprise them. Yeah. There isn't really much to the gameplay whatsoever, actually. All I know is that getting an A rank is fucking impossible sometimes. But besides that, there really isn't much to Sneak King whatsoever. It's just an average sneaking king game. This game, it's fine. This is the most well-known out of the other two, because the other two are racing games. So yeah, the game's pretty decent. Next up, we have Pocket Bike Racer. This is a racing game, so have fun. I'm gonna say right now, fuck Pocket Bike Racer. This game is goddamn dumb. When people aren't fucking flashbanging you like 30 different times in a race, they're shooting random shit at you. Your controls are getting fucking reversed all the goddamn time. The maps are confusing as shit. You go one wrong way and you have to fucking drive halfway around the course just to get back on where you were going. This game goddamn sucks. Literally, during the footage, I said the game sucks ass.
Maybe you just chose a fucking shitty bike, actually. It's not my fault, it's the bike. You did just want to fall off. You're like, no, I had to choose the one that goes the fastest.
This game is not good. There's only 5 tracks, and like 3 of them lag the shit out of the game. It's a racing game. Just copy Mario Kart at that point. Why do you have a fucking power-up system where, oh, you can drive over this and gradually upgrade it? Literally, the best trick on getting through the game is constantly using shield and boost. That's it. Doing that, you can get through most of the fucking game perfectly. This game sucks. When I was taking the footage, I said this game was fucking shit. And that's because it is. This game legitimately sucks. Fuck this game. And then we have the one that I didn't own for a while. Big Bumpin'. This game, let's hope it's good. I didn't get a single achievement in this game. Not a single one. Probably because 90% of the fucking achievements in this game require being on Xbox Live. Good start. Good fucking start. Another thing is, maybe this game actually sucks, because people, whenever you're trying to do one specific thing, maybe you're trying to hit someone, or you're trying to do the stupid goddamn fucking one where you have an electric spark and you have to bring it to the middle, people will just fucking ram into you. And, like, they will literally just bully the shit out of you until you lose. It's fucking annoying. The game is actually quite unfair, because the AI, instead of going after each other like they should, they aim straight to the human player and fucking start attacking them. It's stupid. It's dumb. The game shouldn't fucking do that. Yeah, I never gotten a single achievement for the game. And I just fucking can't with this game. Fuck this game. It sucks. Dumb ass game. Fuck Big Bumpin'. I shouldn't have opened up my copy. How the fuck is this game worse? All you had to do was add bumping cars. My entire time playing this, I played it for 20 goddamn minutes. I didn't get a single goddamn achievement. What the fuck? How did I not get an achievement from that game? Fuck that one. Fuck Big Bumpin'. I should have kept it in its fucking seal. This one sucks. But there's a few weird things about these games as well. That isn't just the disc is original Xbox, and Burger King, you know? All the versions of these games have stuff in them. Now, sadly, when I bought this copy, it was used. This is the brand new copy. I'm not gonna goddamn open it to see if it comes with a goddamn coupon. So, for these, I'm going to use my used copies that I got from Vintage Stock. So, I don't know if this one came with a coupon or not, and if it did, well, boo-hoo. And this one I got from Vintage Stock, and it was from J&J Video. That's pretty cool, I guess. So, let's actually take a look at the insides of these discs before we actually play them. You know, I haven't actually really made a review in quite a while, so I thought, fuck it, Family Guy. So, no, I'm not here to rank every goddamn Family Guy episode, even though I should, because Ellis Mark's fucking opinions are in-goddamn correct. How the hell did he not like the original pilot? But yeah, we're going to talk about Family Guy. Now, of course, we're not going to talk about this giant box set of Season 7 that I have for no fucking reason. We're going to talk about this. Family Guy DVD Blast, the frickin' sweet trivia game. This is a DVD Blast game, something on the lines of Twilight Scene for Wii. Now, I really don't know what this is. I bought it because I was looking for a lot of Family Guy box sets just so I could have more Family Guy episodes on DVD, and some of them just had this. And I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll download the ISO file for it, because there can't be that much copyright on this. And no one had an ISO file available to download this, so I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm buying one. And I paid $10 for it brand new. It's surprisingly easy to get this brand new. So, yeah. Here's a video of me opening it. Because fucking no one else has opened this, apparently. Yes. Oh, by the way. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's... Yeah, bend that fucking cardboard back a little bit. Alright, so, we got... What is this? Also, one thing to note, this game was made in, like, 2006, so it doesn't exactly work as well it should. It doesn't connect to the internet or anything, but it comes with a marker. Yeah, markers dry out after a few years, and this, of course, came out in 2006. Even if it was brand new, that marker does not work. So we're going to pop this into the PlayStation 2 and try it out. Now you're probably wondering, wait, can't you just play it on the computer? I don't want to use VLC. VLC does interesting stuff with DVDs, as it skips the beginning parts of them. So if this has like opening stuff, I wouldn't be able to know. So that's why I'm putting on my PlayStation 2, as it's the perfect DVD player for this. That's why it's still the most sold console to this day.
So after the FBI warnings, like it's a regular fucking Family Guy DVD,
we get onto the title screen, and before we even do anything, Peter Griffin starts fucking talking, saying, "Oh, if you need help, click the how to play button." Of course I need fucking help. I never played this before. So let's watch the how to play video while Peter Griffin's fucking blasting in my ear talking about how he wants us to click the how to play video.
Everybody good? Okay then. We're gonna need to split into two teams, a Brian team and a shootout. Now each team needs to pick someone to control the remote. We're gonna call this person the DVD man kit. Using the DVD remote quickly is important to the game. So choose your DVD man kit. Right. Both the Brian team and Stewie team icons are on the screen at the same time.
One thing to note about this how to play video, there's a shit ton of jokes in it. Literally, he'll be like telling you how to like complete like the drawing mini game, and right after that, he talks about a blue sedan.
Gets the point. Also, for the owner of a blue sedan parked out front, select the line on the front of a very scrappy car. Several puzzles are gonna need more
Like,
players to
it's a really good how to play. I like whenever a game has like a tutorial and there's jokes thrown into the tutorial. Like, that's fun. That's how you actually teach people how to play a game. I feel like schools should actually start implementing that type of shit.
Don't worry, we'll explain more as the game goes on. And don't whine. Nobody likes to whine or whine. When both teams are ready, let's enter on the DVD remote and let's get going. This is gonna be freaking sweet.
Now, let's actually play the game. Now, the second we press the play button, we get flashed with a shit ton of Family Guy clips just to go into another menu to choose what we want to play. What the fuck was the point? I guess just to make it look cool, but just why? Why would I have to watch this little clip show of Family Guy clips just to get to the second menu? Like, I'm not angry, I'm just confused. Alright, round one. I'm really curious what they're gonna give me. I hope it isn't as easy as, oh, what the fuck is the character? Son of a bitch. I fly friendly skies. I cheated on Loretta. I cheated on Cleveland with Loretta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fucking. That sounds like a Glenn Quagmire to me. Oh, black guy. Joe Mama. Though I'm playing alone, even though that's not even recommended by the box, here's a picture of the back of the box. I'm gonna say that I am Team Brian.
Okay, great.
You know what? I actually feel like being Team Stewie. You know what? Fuck it. I'm Brian again. So from those skits, you can pretty much guess how the rest of the game goes. It's basically just, hey, here's a clip of Family Guy. Watch the entire clip of Family Guy, and then ask a stupid question, like, who is Lois talking on the phone with? Oh, that's the hottest character in Family Guy. And that's pretty much the entire game. The biggest problem with it is the fact that almost every single time it's both a Team Brian and Team Stewie, you know? every single time you have to wait 15 seconds. It is actually painful waiting 15 seconds just for an answer, you know. I understand. Some people are a little bit slow when it comes to answering stuff, but it could have been faster. And the other rounds aren't even interesting. One of the rounds is just putting scenes together. And at the end of the game, you can pretty much just like bet like all your points just to see if you can basically double or nothing. It's cool, but like there's not really much to the game. Like you'll probably play it once at a party and then completely forget about it. That's how interesting the game is. So overall, Family Guy DVD Blast, the frickin' sweet trivia game, isn't that bad. It's pretty decent at parties, if you go to those. And honestly, all your friends will be like, I don't want to fucking play this stupid shit. Please stop bringing it to my goddamn party. This game reminds me of the time when, like, you wouldn't really have much to do, you know? Like, what, you could watch your favorite Family Guy DVD again, you know? Or maybe you'd play a simple little Family Guy game because all you had was a fucking DVD player and a CRT TV that every single time you try to go to sleep, you would wake up to because the TV would turn itself on every single time I had a weekly test of the fucking EAS test. That was a real thing that happened to me. But besides my fucking annoying ass childhood of that fucking TV turning itself on every single time I had a weekly test, this game's really fucking good. I like it. Thumbs up. I'm gonna put this back on my shelf because this is a stupid fucking box that barely fits on my shelf in the first place. Here. Do I have a gift for all y'all? My DK Oldies package says it should be arriving on April 22nd. One day before school. So yeah, my DK Oldies package. I spent over fucking $100 on DK Oldies. I spent $115. Yep. I couldn't get Sonic 3. So I settled for Family Feud on PS1. Just because I really could. Yeah. The last and final part to DK Oldies is coming up.
But again, the Stewie DVD match test. Why? Both the Brian team and Stewie team icons are on the screen at the same time. Everybody plays. These are called all-play rounds. But I want to keep in mind.
I'm fucking bored as shit. Let's talk about games you technically can't play legally. So these are games that have been delisted off storefronts. Now, of course, what does delisted mean? That means you can't buy it digitally anymore. That's why I don't fucking buy my games digitally, I buy them physically, just in case this type of shit happens. Now, of course, most delisted games never got a physical edition. But we'll talk about the ones that also got physical editions, so you still have a way of playing them, it's just you can't get the digital version. And of course, since we're talking about delisted games, let's get PT out of the fucking way. PT is a demo of Silent Hill game. Who the fuck cares? It's a fucking demo. Now, of course, I know a lot of people are pissed off about it. One guy tried to recreate it in the Unity engine, and then I think got a job at Capcom. But everyone knows what the fuck PT is. I shouldn't have to describe PT. But if you're wondering, you can still play PT through the remake. Now, there are some interesting things about PT. I know that it's been locking on people's PS4, so you can't play it on PS4. And also, PT is one of the very few PS4 exclusive games. Now, of course, isn't most PS4 exclusive games exclusive to PS4? No. Most PS4 exclusive games work on PS5. Capcom called Sony to tell them, don't make PT available on PS5. Don't let it work on PS5. So yeah, it's one of the very few actually exclusive PS4 games. And it's the one that you could barely play in the first place. And I'm pretty sure most PS4 emulators that exist still don't even support PT. So your really only choice is to either jailbreak your PS4 or play the Unity remake. Now, of course, people have been uploading the ROM to the game, so there's still ways to play it. It's not easy. So let's actually get on to the most interesting things. First up, the Doom games on Xbox 360 and PSN. Around the time Bethesda was remaking the Doom games in the fucking Unity engine for Xbox One and PS4, they actually delisted Doom 1 and 2, and I think even Doom 3 on Xbox 360 and PS3. So your only choice was to buy it physically. One small issue: there was no physical version of Doom 1 or 2. Unless you got the special edition of Doom 3. This is the only way of playing Doom 1 and 2 on Xbox 360. I'm unsure about PS3. So yeah, if you have the Doom 3 BFG edition, you can play Doom 1, 2, and 3. So this is what you want to get if you want to play the original Dooms for the achievements on those. And that's another thing to realize about these games that become unlisted. They have achievements. So if you lost your chance, those are achievements you will never get. And you know me, I'm fucking obsessed with achievements, so yeah. Another game that was delisted and might actually become rare in the future, that being Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse. I paid $30 for this copy. That was the cheapest price. I think I actually paid like $26, and that's because it was missing the manual. I'm going to buy the manual separately. But this game's actually starting to become rare. I think whenever the Wii, 360, and PS3 become GameCube rare, then this game will definitely reach the $100 market. Sort of like Futurama. And I know brand new copies of this game is really fucking expensive. And the Steam version is like $60 on Amazon. But other sites that sell the Steam key, it's like $80. So yeah, this game is incredibly hard to get. It's been delisted on every storefront. 360, PS3, and Steam. So, if you want to play Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, you're going to either have to pay up $60 for the Steam version if you want to play it on PC, or just pay the $30 right now for the Xbox 360 and PS3 version. Yeah, it's always the weirdest games that become rare. A fucking demo made a $200 console on eBay go to $700. This is $30, even though it's a fucking Family Guy game. But yeah. And speaking of licensed games, another licensed game that's been delisted is Deadpool for 360, and I'm unsure about PS3. That's another game you can buy physically. So, luckily, you can still play it. But, Deadpool, I don't know how to describe it. I know fucking PewDiePie played it back then, so if you want to know what that game's like, just watch PewDiePie's playthrough. But, yeah. And, again, speaking of fucking licensed games, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I know this game got a remake for new generations of consoles. If there's an Xbox version, I might buy it. But, yeah, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was on Xbox 360 and PS3. And it was such, like, an interesting title, because, like, it was a really fucking good beat-em-up. Too bad it was removed because of copyright reasons. That's what happens to a lot of these games. Usually the first games to leave storefronts are the licensed copyright game, the licensed games. Have you noticed that all three of them, the three for 360 and PS3, are all licensed games? Family Guy, Deadpool, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's because they messed up when it came to copyright. So they couldn't sell it for very long. Or they were like, okay, we don't care anymore, just get this off so we don't have to pay for it anymore. I think there was a thing where SpongeBob SquarePants Underpants Slam was delisted, but I don't know anything about that. Because that was a fucking SpongeBob party game that's digital only on 360. I don't even think there was a PS3 version of it. Yeah, there isn't really much to talk about SpongeBob Underpants Slam. Now, of course, there are games that were removed for no fucking reason whatsoever, and these games being the Sonic the Hedgehog games for 360, and you bet your ass PS3. That being Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. You can't buy these anymore. I actually bought mine very recently, and that's through an exploit. Basically, when they were delisted off the Xbox storefronts, and not really delisted, more of a, you can't fucking buy it anymore. Like, they're still there, you just can't buy it. You could actually go to the Xbox website and figure out how to do that mess without going to the new Xbox website, but staying on the old one, and you could buy them there. They recently removed them off the old Xbox website, but I still have them, and I still have proof. Here's proof. Like, I still have these games. The only one I don't have is Sonic CD, because I hate Sonic CD. Now, of course, why don't you just buy Sonic Origins or the Genesis collections, you know? Well, because these have exclusive achievements. Just like every other game we talked about. They all have achievements. So, like, if you have these games, good job. You have really cool achievements. And you can prove to all your friends that you can beat Green Hill Zone in under 35 seconds. But that's one thing that people don't realize. And also, it's just the better version of those games. Like, you don't want to worry about Genesis Collection, because that doesn't even have Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or Knuckles and Sonic 2. So, like, if you wanted to play those games, you would have to get the Xbox version, not the Genesis Collection. Now, of course, there's also Sonic Origins, which released really recently. Why? Those are remakes of the games, and Sonic 3 doesn't even have the Michael Jackson music in it, so it's not really worth it. Yeah, if you want the Michael Jackson music, well, your time's up. You can't get it anymore. And actually, I bought Doom 2 before those remakes were even announced, so I also have a copy of Doom 2, which is pretty fucking cool, on my Xbox account. Now, let's talk about sometimes when a game's delisted, it's for a good reason. Probably because the game was absolute dog shit. What game got that treatment? It was a game for exclusively PS3 that was a remake of a PS2 title. I'm gonna grab one that actually looks good. The SpongeBob movie game for PS2. This is the GameCube copy. My PS2 version's sun-bleached. But the SpongeBob movie game for PS2. Now, of course, PS2 doesn't have a store. How is it delisted? Well, select few PS2 titles were remade on the PS3. It was a very select few, and I don't know if they work on the newer PS3 models. But one of those games was the SpongeBob movie game. And it was fucking bad. The SpongeBob movie game for under the PS2 classics was one of the worst fucking experiences. From what I know, because I don't have it. From what I know, the game had audio lag during the cutscenes and had input delay during gameplay. That is actual torture. Like, this game may suck, but just imagine playing this hard-ass game with fucking input delay. Like, no, that's not a good game. You made an already bad game fucking worse. I don't like the SpongeBob movie game. I think some of the missions are stupid. Like, why do I have to fight like 4 rounds of like 40 enemies? That's stupid. Why should I have to do that? But just imagine doing that, because those missions are already hard as fuck. Imagine doing those missions with input delay. Just no. Who would want to do that? Now, of course, you could play a better version of the game if you had a PS2 copy of the game and the oldest PS3 model. But if you want to play it now, buy a PS2 or buy the more superior Xbox version. Don't fucking ask me why I have almost goddamn near every copy of this game. Now, of course, there's also just, like, random shit that was removed. YouTube, Netflix, and Hulu Plus were all removed off the 3DS eShop because fucking no one used it. And, of course, there's every single WiiWare title when the Wii Shop channel shut down. And soon to be every Wii U, digital Wii U release of a game and every 3DS digital release of a game. All those are also about to go away. So, yeah, those are technically delisted, even though it's just the store shutting down. Now, of course, there's also one more game that I pretty much forgot to mention. It was a Steam release, and it got removed because of controversy against the Chinese government. That game being Devotion. Devotion was a horror game. I don't know, I never played it. I know I have it pirated, because I can't fucking buy it. It's delisted. Devotion is a horror game where, I don't know, you walk around a house and try to find clues or some shit. I don't know. I don't know anything about the game. All I know is that the game's freaky as shit, and my computer can barely run it since it uses Unreal. But the reason the game was removed because of the Chinese government was because the Chinese government did not like the game. There's one specific scene where you're walking down a hallway, and there's papers on the wall that are written in Chinese. The developer forgot to remove them, and it's the temporary texture. The temporary texture of those like paper and sticky notes on the shit of the walls. What it says is something relating to the president of China looking like Winnie the Pooh. The president of China does not fucking like that, so the game has been purged. You can still buy the soundtrack, though, which is nice. And pretty much the actual only way of playing this game is through piracy. And luckily, pirating that game is one of the easiest things because the game's removed, and the company is a very small company. So it's not like, oh, Nintendo removed a game, you're going to have to wait 5 years before you can download it. No, this game was like, the second that thing was available for download for free, everyone was already hopping on that bandwagon. So, Devotion's a really interesting game. I do honestly recommend it. I just can't play it legally. Anyway, let's get on to games that were only available during the pre-release of a console or whenever you bought the console early. I think you all know where I'm coming with this. The Game Boy Advanced games for the 3DS. If you bought a 3DS before the price drop, you were a part of the Ambassadors program. So you got a really cool video at the beginning. You got a really cool video for your home screen, and it's pretty much like a certificate. Hey, you were dumb enough to buy a 3DS at launch. Was pretty much what it was saying. And you also got a hand selection of GBA games. What I find really funny is whenever people ask Nintendo to put GBA games on the eShop, they would say, oh, the 3DS isn't powerful enough for that. What do you mean not powerful? You have them. Yeah, and you made them work. And what's even more confusing is, what do you mean by not powerful? The Nintendo DS, which is less superior to the 3DS, can play GBA games. So where's the not powerful enough coming from? It's basically Nintendo saying, no, you should have bought it before the price drop. That's pretty much what they're saying with it. So the GBA games on 3DS are unbuyable. Pretty much the only way to buy them was through being a fucking idiot at launch day. There's another game that's been delisted. Sorta. These are games that you can still play them, but the original versions you can't. Another game that was like that is Fallout 3. Fallout 3, for the longest time, did not work on Windows 10. Why? Why did Fallout 3 not work on Windows 10? Because it needed games for Windows Live. That shit shut down after Windows 7. So, if you did not have a Windows 7, or did not have games for Windows Live on your computer, you could not play Fallout 3 on Windows 10, and I even think not even on Windows 8. So the only way to play Fallout 3 on Windows 8 or 10 was to go find an exe file of the setup to games for Windows Live. Luckily, in like 2020 or 2021, one of those two, they were like, okay, let's remove this so people can play Fallout 3 again. Which Fallout 3 came out like a decade ago. And the fact that it had a really recent update just cracks me up. It sort of reminds me of like all the old Valve games, like Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2's last update was in like 2007. And they recently updated it in 2022 so it could support the Steam Deck. Do you know how funny it is to see Half-Life 2 update queued? It's the funniest thing. This game, which hasn't been updated in over a decade, needs to update. It's funny. So yeah, the original version of Fallout 3 that required games for Windows Live, the only way to play the games for Windows Live version of Fallout 3, I don't know why you would, but the only way to play that version is to buy the physical disc version. And same thing with Half-Life 2. If you want to play Half-Life 2 before the Orange Box update, you would have to buy the Half-Life 2 Collector's Edition for PC. But that version of Half-Life 2 has been delisted since like 2007 when they released the Orange Box. I don't know when they released the Orange Box. I'm just taking a wild guess and say it's 2007. So if you want to play the 2004 version of Half-Life 2, you're going to be buying some really old games. You're going to be buying a box set that contains 6 discs with Half-Life 2 on it. I think the only reason it's 6 discs is because it's CD instead of DVD, which still confuses me. I don't know how Half-Life 2 is on 6 discs. That game is barely a gigabyte. Now, of course, is there any other game which you can only play through the physical edition? Yep, we're talking about physical edition only versions of games now. This is no longer the Steam version or Marketplace versions, but games that you can only play on physical disc, if you want to play the physical disc versions. There's a lot. And it's mainly with PC games. And one of those games is an extremely rare copy of a PS2 game. That being GTA San Andreas. The AO version of the game. The AO version of GTA San Andreas is incredibly hard to come by. When you see GTA San Andreas, most of the time it's rated M for mature. But there was an adults only version. Why? Because there was an unused mini game in the files, the Hot Cocoa edition. I think that's what people call it. The Hot Chocolate, that's what it was called. It was literally a mini game where you have sex with a girl. That's what got the game to AO. You know, it can't be because the blood and gore, the intense violence, the strong language, strong sexual content, or use of drugs. No. That gets you an M. The second you have one sex cutscene in there, you get an AO. and it's just so confusing because like, it was unused. It's not even like meant to be played. Like you don't see. There was a golf game that had a fucking episode of South Park in the files, and that game's still rated E. But just the fact that GTA San Andreas has an AO version that's incredibly rare to come by surprises me. Just because of one unused file. I don't know how they did that, but they did. Has there been any games that have recently been delisted? There's only one I can think of. On March 31st on the Nintendo Switch, it was an execution day of Super Mario. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I would show you the inside, but I would rather die than open this goddamn copy. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is a compilation of 3 Mario games. You have Mario 64, which is fucking amazing, Mario Sunshine, which is the world's worst fucking Mario game, and then Mario Galaxy, which is amazing. Yeah. The problem is, no one likes Super Mario Sunshine. I don't know why they included it. Why didn't you just include Mario Galaxy 2? But this game has been delisted off of the Nintendo Switch on March 31st. I don't know why, but it's probably because Nintendo is just a giant fucking asshole. So, the only way to really play this game is through the physical edition. Now, luckily, stores are rotting with this physical edition. I think there was like 8 million copies of this game sold. So, it's not going to become rare anytime soon. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure you can play damn near the entire mainline Mario games on Switch. The only one you're missing is Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario 3D Land. So yeah, that was my video on delisted games. I couldn't think of a video idea today, so I was like, I'm going to talk about games that you can't play legally anymore. And then I started talking about how the Switch sucks. You know, I completely forgot. There's one more game, Uno, for Xbox 360 and PS3. Those have been delisted, and I want to know why. Like, you don't even need to keep the servers up. They just delisted it because they can. Yeah, the only way to play Uno for Xbox 360 is through the Xbox Live Arcade disc. I completely forgot about that. That's probably like the biggest one on here, because the giant meme around Uno for Xbox 360, like, how could I forget about Uno on 360 and how it was delisted? So technically that guy who's getting yelled at about not having Uno on 360, technically he doesn't own it anymore. That's so funny to me.
We're about 10 minutes out of here. Got it, that box through. I told you, I don't like that name. Don't let him see us.
Okay, where the fuck do I go?
People have always wanted to play pinball games digitally because, well, I don't feel like spending $5,000 fucking dollars on a pinball machine. So, I want to play it at home without needing to take out a fucking loan. So, what's the easiest way to do that? Well, you play it digitally. Something like Pinball Effects, you know? I think that's what that game's called. There's so many different pinball emulator games. But there's one that a lot of people don't usually talk about anymore. It's because it's not based on any specific pinball machine. That game being Sonic Spinball for the Sega Genesis. You don't usually see people talking about this game. And whenever you see it on sale at anywhere, it's usually like $5 at most. So Why has no one talked about this game? What's so wrong with it? Well, we're gonna figure it out. So, let's go try out Sonic Spinball and see if it's actually worth all the hate. So the first thing I do after booting up the game is go immediately to the options menu. Jesus fucking Christ, that song. That is the most painful song. And, well, it's pinball. There isn't much to say about it. It's just fucking pinball. I mean, A makes the left flapper go, B makes the right flapper go, C presses both. That's it. There is one main issue with the game and I don't know where the fuck to go. This thing, I'm flying through everything, like, really fast. I have no clue where I'm going, and I'm just lost trying to do stuff. And, like, I got a Chaos Emerald, I think. That's the most interesting thing that happened, besides just pinball. Alright, now on to the outro. There isn't much to say about pinball. So, after playing Sonic Spinball, I can see why no one really reviewed this game. Because there's nothing to it. There really isn't anything I can say about it. It's just a bad pinball game. Something in the lines of that weird fucking Plankton pinball shit that I played. Where it's just pinball, except you can ever so slightly control Sonic. And while I was playing it, I was just confused as shit what the fuck I was actually supposed to do. Like, I had no clue where I was supposed to go, if there was a goal. Like, I got a Chaos Emerald, I think. I don't know how important it was, though. But yeah, there isn't anything to this game. I wish I could say something, but Sonic Spinball is just a bad pinball game. There's nothing holding this game up. So, is it good? Is it bad? It's just It's just a mediocre pinball game. That's all I can say. It's just a bad pinball game. None to it. There's nothing I can say about it. I have nothing to say about this end part. Literally, while I was playing, I have no notes. Not a single note. I don't write scripts, I write notes. I have no notes for this game. Not a single one. Every other game I had notes. None for this one. It's just a bad pinball game. I mean, it looks cool. Like, we could look at the cartridge. Like, it looks cool. Eggman's missing his fucking eyes, but that's it. That's all I can say. Sonic Spinball is just a bad pinball game. When I see people review this game, I never see them get past the first level. It's always the same green, swampy area. I've never seen anyone beat this game before. So, I don't... What to say? It's just pinball. Hello gamers, would you like to game on a budget? Well, do I got the game for you. So on the 3DS eShop, there's a game that's literally 6 cents called Soccer Shootout. So what is Soccer Shootout? Well, it's a new Nintendo 3DS game. One small issue. I do not have a new Nintendo 3DS. Yes, I have all these consoles from the 1970s, 1990s, fucking 2013. And yet I don't have a fucking 3DS, like an $80 console. But I do have this one, and I can't play it on here because of the controls. So what is Soccer Shootout? Well, Soccer Shootout is a game where you soccer and shoot out. So since I can't play this game, I'm going to pretend that I'm playing it, even though I'm going to be playing it on an emulator. So booting up Soccer Shootout, you realize this game is made with fucking Unity, of all things. How the fuck did someone do that? Besides that, the first thing you will actually notice is the horrible music. It's ear-piercing. Every piece of music in this game is bad. And you all have the luxury of listening to the entire soundtrack because I ripped it because it wouldn't be funny if I didn't. So yeah, here's just a sample of all 3 music tracks. Yeah, they're not good. They are quite the opposite. The music tracks are god-awful. And I don't know why someone would do this. Just use royalty-free music at this point. Put on some Kevin McLeod. And luckily you're not missing out on the sound effects because this game has like fucking 2. Okay. One of the main things you'll notice is that most of the buttons don't do anything. There's a run button, there's a move button, but since most of the buttons don't do anything, why couldn't this have worked on here? Is it because Unity could only be used on the new Nintendo 3DS? Because that's what the announcement was. Yes, if you didn't know, this game's actually made with Unity. And for some fucking reason, Unity works on the new Nintendo 3DS. I don't know about the old one, but it works with the new one. Now, the problem is, this game could 100% work on the older models. It's like Super Nintendo games. They could work perfectly fine, but they just choose not to. Like, it uses the weird fucking new Nintendo 3DS nipple to turn the camera, when they could have just as easily made the D-pad do the exact same thing. It's probably only for new Nintendo 3DS because of hardware limitations, but it's still stupid. Like, even if the game lags, it's still bad. Playing this game is fucking painful because you can't hold on to that soccer ball for your life. You could be running at full speed at that soccer ball and it'll move like an inch. And it'll just push off to your side because, for some reason, the person used default Unity assets, so you're a fucking cylinder. So yeah, every time you try to push this ball, it moves to the side, so you can't push it properly. And it doesn't matter because it's really easy to cheat. You just keep hugging the ball and make sure the other guy doesn't touch it. Also, it's weird that you have another net. And I actually did the painful fucking task of moving this ball to the other side of the court to my own net. Pushing it there doesn't say, oh, your ball went into your net or you lose. No, it says out of bounds. Even if I don't get the point, that's still inbounds. And there's also like obstacles to train you, but they're all behind you. Why are these here? This game feels like it's unfinished. This feels like I'm playing like a pre-release or a beta or a demo of the game. This isn't the full game, but then again, the game's 8 cents, so what was I expecting? That game fucking sucks. No wonder it's 8 cents. There's very little information of this game. It's 8 cents. That's the most funniest part. It's not even the cheapest game on the 3DS. Or fucking new 3DS for that fact. The cheapest 3DS game that you can buy at this exact moment is 2 cents. And it's a recreation of an old fucking Pong console called like Channel 2 or some shit. Yes, that is the cheapest 2DS game that you still have to pay for. The second being Soccer Shootout. It's insane. I would probably buy a new Nintendo 3DS just to say, hey guys, look, I own the 8-cent game. But the fact that it was made for 3DS, this is a Unity game that looks like it was made for PC. and it was made for 3DS. It's why? What do you gain from that? Oh, I'm on a Nintendo console? That's not something to brag about. That's like saying, oh, I got a Nintendo Switch game published. So did everyone else. This bad fucking video game that ended up on the goddamn eShop for 8 cents is nothing. And you're not even the weirdest title on the 3DS. The weirdest title goes to the $100 game, PDI Check. Yes. If you're curious what PDI Check is, I might review it some other day, as I can actually play it. But just as a quick summary of PDI Check, it's an $100 eye test that shouldn't even be on the eShop in the first place. Apparently there was one day when it actually went on sale, but someone had to make a bad purchase option, so I officially own PDI Check for the original $100. You know, I could have bought Chrono Trigger for DS. I could have bought a Pokemon game. No, I bought a fucking eye test that wasn't even meant for me. So, the fact that this game still exists and is on the eShop right now, and this was released fairly recently too. Like, in a few months, the eShop's gonna shut down. So you're gonna lose your chance on playing the fucking 8-cent game. And people can't even add funds to the account, but, you know, it's 8 cents, and, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have 8 cents on their account. Even if they link their 3DS or Wii U account to the Nintendo Switch, I'm pretty sure 8 cents will be left, and it's like, I don't know what to spend this on, so I'm gonna spend it on a stupid fucking soccer game. But yeah, the game's not worth it. Do not play it. It's... The only reason you'd buy it is just to say, hey, I bought an 8-cent 3DS game that came out in 2022. That's the only reason you buy it. And if you have an old model, well, you don't get that fucking luxury because you're going to end up spending $100 on a new Nintendo 3DS just so you can buy the 8-cent game. And I don't think that's a reason to buy a new Nintendo 3DS. So that's my review on the bad soccer game on 3DS. The 8-cent soccer shootout. And honestly, it's not good. I don't recommend it. If you want a good soccer game to play, you pull out this bad boy. Yeah, this is a good soccer game. But besides that, there is no really good options for soccer games. I'm pretty sure the best you're getting is FIFA. Or, you know, you could always just... Or, you know, you could always just cheat. Hey guys, welcome to another video game review. Today I'll be reviewing Your Mom, and... Holy fuck, it's Peter Griffin from the famous show Family Guy Clips.TikTok.
It's me, Peter Griffin from Family Guy Clips.TikTok.
Like the real Peter Griffin.
And man's right. And I heard you make video game reviews sometimes. Let me get it out. Family Guy, the video game for the PlayStation 2. Try it out.
Family Guy, the video game for PlayStation 2. Okay. Bye, Peter.
You're welcome. Now, I'm going to go back and be with the family, like Brian Griffin and Meg Griffin.
Family Guy video game for PS2. This is an interesting game, as it is Family Guy, and it's for the PS2, and smells like his cock. Now we just throw it into the PlayStation. You know, the game's still booting up, and... Fuck.
Hello, I am Stewie Griffin from Family Guy Clips.TikTok.
Another Family Guy character from the famous show Family Guy Clips.TikTok?
Yes, and I have a game for you. It's really funny, and you should play it.
Family Guy Back to the Multiverse for Xbox 360. Alright. I'm not gonna fucking review this game today. I'll do it some other day, because this game's a lot more bigger than Family Guy the video game.
Fuck you. You shall die. Victory will be mine.
Whoa, now. Listen, not today, some other day, okay? Okay, Stewie Griffin from FamilyGuyClips.com. I mean, FamilyGuyClips.TikTok. Wait, you're not Stewie Griffin. Yeah, wait a minute. You're the same Stewie from the back of the box. You're just a promo. Whoa. No. Haha. Take this failure of a DVD that's supposed to be a movie, but it's actually just 3 episodes that were just cut into a movie, and it was actually a really fucking bad trilogy. It was one of the worst things you ever made. Take this!
Ah.
I'll take this back, thank you very much. You know, that's what's a perk about buying DVDs. You can deflect evil fucking babies with one of them. Yeah. This is my real Family Guy DVD collection. I'm not joking.
So after clicking New Game, we get introduced to the first cutscene, and honestly, I really like the cutscenes of the game. Even though they look fucking awful, they are actually in line with the show. They seem like it would be the show's humor. And of course, this first part is referencing the episode PTV. Yeah, that's what it's referencing. And it even has jokes that Family Guy would make. But that's where the positives go away. The first problem I find with the game is the characters don't shut the fuck up. This is a common thing about renderware license games. For some reason, the characters have to have 4,000 voice lines per second. This is your Battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob movie, Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, Family Guy the video game. But yeah, besides that, the game's fine. It has decent controls. And of course, there's a lot of gags and stuff. Now, once we go outside, we get faced with the first enemies, and the game's awful fucking combat. Yes, I did say the controls were good, didn't say the combat was. So, pretty much, you're forced to lock on, and if an enemy's behind you, it will not lock on to them. You would have to turn off your lock on, and then turn it back on when you're facing them. So, most of the game, you're holding L1, letting go of L1, holding it back down. And you're doing that like every fucking level. Yeah, it's not fun. And we also get introduced to the cutaway gags, which can help you throughout the game. With Stewie, it gives you more energy for your gun, which is nice. It's nice having an upgrade for a gun that takes forever to fucking upgrade. And after we're done with the first level, Peter Griffin fucking dies. He's dead. And this is where the game becomes shit. Like, really quick. Fuck the hospital level. It's confusing. There's random shit you have to shoot that you don't even fucking know how to shoot. It's not fun. And after the hospital level, it just gets worse. After this, you play as Brian.
Not the father, Joe. Unless you can prove that, Brian, we gotta lock you up. That's the wise guy that put this spinball here. It's not funny. Oh, it's a looking at you. Laugh it up, guys. This is it. Forte.
He's a stealth mission. Oh god, is Brian stealth. I'm gonna be for real. Stealth missions in games are some of the worst fucking missions in any fucking game. This is why I don't like Hitman. I just want to go in, kill shit. Brian is probably the worst part about the game. But at least it makes up with all the funny ass jokes.
like the cellmates. And this is another thing you realize. If you die, you have to restart from your last checkpoint, which would be the beginning of the fucking level. And as you can see here, I got past the entire fucking cell part, which was slow already, and then it got caught by a police guard and had to do the fucking cell part again. Ugh. God damn, why the fuck did they make it like this? It's not fun. And after this, we're back to fucking Stewie. I was promised Peter Griffin. Oh, by the way, the cutaway gag just makes him invisible, which is like the best fucking thing. But yeah, after Brian, we're playing as Stewie again. And then after boring shit and the world's loudest room in the entire game being the disco room where you have to play as Quagmire for a little bit. And I'm not joking when I say it's the loudest room in the entire fucking game. It's literally women screaming. It's annoying. After all that stupid shit, and glitching the game because it's the only way to get past that dumbass part where you have to guess which fucking door to go in, we finally get to play as Peter. Fuck Peter Griffin. Holy shit, is Peter Griffin the worst character. You thought the stealth missions were bad? Peter Griffin's worse. Some enemies can only die from certain attacks. Some enemies can only die if you fucking use combos. And there's certain things in this level that can kill you instantly. The main thing being God. If you attack God, he fucking smites you and you have to do all that boring shit again. What the fuck? I guess it's funny, but it's not funny when I have to play through all that stupid fucking shit again. Yeah, Peter Griffin's not fun to play as. He really isn't. Because it's awful combat. Stewie is boring to play as, because you're just shooting shit. No, there's no entertainment value. Maybe there's a little bit of platforming. Brian Griffin's the fucking worst character in the entire game because it's stealth missions. Every fucking level Brian's in is slow as shit. And Peter is the worst of all because he's the one that can die the fastest. Because it's fighting. And characters will just fucking gain up on you. And playing as Peter is just... It's just... I swear. The game could have been better. It really could have been. And then, after we play as Peter Griffin, we're back to Brian. I died in this mission and then fucking gave up. Because I got all the way to the end, and the guard caught... And a guard off-screen caught me. And I had to redo the entire part, and I wasn't in the fucking mood for that. That's why I gave up. I was not expecting this game to be bad, okay? It's Family Guy the video game. How do you fuck up a video game about Family Guy? It's not that hard. Fucking Back to the Multiverse did it good, and that game is a pile of shit. So how is this one worse? Now, of course, there wasn't a lot of material they could have gone off of. This game was made in around, I think, 2003, 2006. So there was not much material to go off of. But still, they could have made a better game. It's just not worth it. Man, they could have made a better game. What the fuck is it now?
Hello, it is I, Brian Griffin, from FamilyGuyClips.TikTok. Hey, whose leg you gotta hump to get a dry martini around here, am I right? Whoa, ass ahoy.
Oh my god, it's Brian Griffin from FamilyGuyClips.TikTok. Dude, I'm like your biggest fan. Dude, I love your work, Faster Than the Speed of Love, and Wish It Wanted to Do It, one of the best things you ever wrote. You know, Brian, there is something. Since I don't have any money, you can take this piece of shit.
It is I, Brian Griffin, and I'm going to kill you.
What do you mean you're gonna kill me? Wait, what?
What the fuck, Brian?
Shh.
Get the fuck off me, Brian Griffin from FamilyGuyClips.TikTok.
Oh my god, a penny. He got distracted by the penny I threw. I knew he was a cheapskate. Take this!
Do you think deodorant can stop me? I'm storming you. Ah! No, please do not kill me. I'm Brian Griffin from the show Family Guy Clips.TikTok. I am your favorite #1 Family Guy character, Brian Griffin. Hey, leg martini, am I right? I'm sorry, Brian Griffin, but it looks like you're not getting that dry martini. Ah! Brian Griffin from Family Guy Clips.TikTok. What do I do with you now? I know who to give you to.
Hey, it's me, Joby from Decayed Faulties, and we just got some shit that some dumb motherfucker gave me. Let's go check it out. What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. People don't give us games anymore because we're just gonna sell them for overpriced shit. God damn it. Well, I guess I can't do anything now. It's a failed fucking bitch.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird. Bird's the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Bird, bird. Bird's the word. Oh, what a bird. You know about the bird. Everybody tells that the bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird. Bird's the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Bird, bird. Bird's the word. Oh, what a bird. You know about the bird. Everybody tells that the bird is the word. Oh, what a bird, bird. The bird is the word. Oh, what a bird. I need video ideas, man. I need video ideas! Oh, fuck. What? This is a video about fucking YouTuber merchandise? Why? YouTuber merchandise. This can be in the range of figures and other shit. So why am I reviewing this? Because I have actually ran out of video ideas. So we're going to be talking about YouTuber shit. So the first line is usually makeshift plushes and YouTube's figures. Those are the two biggest ones that work with YouTubers. And I actually have some. Let's go take a look at them and see the quality of them. Which the first one we're going to be looking at is the most famous one being U2's. And right here, I have a U2's figure. This is the only one that I've owned, and I've paid, I think, around $25 for it. Because it was figure only, and no one fucking wanted it. And this is a pretty unique figure, and these things are pretty high quality. Except for the fact that I had to hot glue this thing twice. So yeah, that's one thing you need to realize about U2's figures. These things break really fucking easy. And as you can see through the hair, I have had to hot glue the hair. The glasses move when they shouldn't. And one day this thing was just fucking in half. So I had to hot glue that too. Yeah, these things are not very well made. So if you do buy a U2's figure, just keep it in the box. These things are not worth to have outside the box. But the one I cannot say the same about is Makeship. Makeship makes all kinds of plushes and plushes. I don't know, I haven't been on the website in a very long time. But I actually have a Makeship plush right here. This being the Intruder from Mandela catalog, because I used to be a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it anymore. And honestly, these are a lot more high quality. Maybe because it's a plush, I don't know. But it's really nice, and whenever you buy one, you get this little thing here. That's cool. And on the back it says how many were made. That being 4,313. But yeah, these things are really nice, and they feel high quality. And if you pay extra, you can get the blueprints. I don't know why. And this is not the only thing that these come with. Yeah, these things just come with a fucking bag for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. And if you look at the bag, I'm pretty sure if you buy one, this design changes a lot. As there are several YouTubers on here, if you can recognize one. These bags are pretty useless. Do you know why? This is a stuffed animal. I can carry it without the bag. Watch, I can fucking throw it. So yeah, if you want a good company to get quality YouTuber merchandise with, I would go with Makeshift. But the problem is, not that many people work with Makeshift, so you don't exactly have a lot of options. You're going to have to stick with YouTube's. I just don't care. I want something that I can watch, you know? Well, what if I'm in the mood to sit down and watch something, you know? But luckily, most YouTubers who make video content or reviews do make those. As examples with Angry Video Game Nerd and The Internet You. I actually have a few of these movies, if you can call them that. Now we have to talk about the most famous YouTube movie. Now we have to talk about the most famous YouTuber movie, that being The Angry Video Game Nerd the movie. This is probably one of the best movies. If you want to stream it, it's too late now, isn't it? Yes. There is no streaming services for this. The only one that I know that had this streaming was Steam. Yes, this was one of the very few movies or TV shows that you could buy on Steam. And there was quite a selection. And this was one of them. Right here I have the DVD copy as, because, fuck Blu-ray. And this is honestly like a pretty decent DVD. Like, it has the movie, and it's really quiet too. That's an issue that I had with this specific release. It was incredibly quiet. And that's fucking annoying. So, if you're gonna watch this movie, turn it up to fucking 100% on your TV, and then you'll barely be able to hear it. And God forbid you use a PlayStation 2, because the second you press that power button and it does not turn off, you're going to get hit with the world's loudest sound. But that's not the only YouTuber-related media that I have. As I also have something that I spent way too much money on. Yes, this is the Internet and You Collector's Edition. Personally, the $100 I think was worth it for this. Because one, no one's selling this. Two, it comes with a bunch of shit. Now, I have unboxed this in the past, so I don't want to make another unboxing of this and showing off everything again. So if you want to watch me look at this when everything was brand new, go to my other channel, I'll have it in the description. Now, of course, YouTubers can come with a really easy, dumb, stupid fucking merchandise. That's your shirts, hats, pins, you know? And I have a handful of these clothing accessory items, like this extremely rare Simple Flips pin that I have. I'm not cutting for another camera for this one tiny little ass pin. Yeah, that's it. This tiny fucking pin. Nice. I paid $12 for this. Now there's also the shirts, which I actually do have a handful of. And I have some extremely rare YouTuber shirts as well. And that you've actually seen me wear one of these in some of my videos. The Ashton Booth shirt. I think there's only about 5 of these in existence because Ashton has not put up a merchandise shop yet. And yeah, I got this for free because Ashton's one of my best friends. So yeah, this is his official shirt. Now that's not the only shirt that he's made. He also made a sweater that fits too tight. And I don't know if you can see me wearing this one. But yeah. This one's a lot more rare as there's only 2 of these in existence. Yeah. It's a nice ass shirt, and this is his old logo. But yeah. Personally, I do like this one more. I like this design. I like this character design more than I like Mr. fucking Salad Fingers over here. But yeah. Now, I don't just have friends shirts. There's also one that I did pay a full $40 for. That being this one, I've worn this one a lot. Not in videos, though. the Mama Max sweater, because I am a pretty big fan of Mama Max. Yeah, I paid $40 for this fucking thing. I think it was kind of worth it. It's a nice ass sweater. I actually did legitimately wear that sweater because it's a nice sweater to wear out in like winter. Now, sometimes a YouTuber can be like, hey, I want to make a game. I actually do have a few YouTuber games. Two. I have two. And the first one I actually have physically by a really popular YouTuber. And you all seen me unwrap this fucking horrible new condition game. Race with Ryan. Yeah, so I 100% of this game on Xbox. I think I have 7 hours in it. And it isn't just this. I bought the fucking collector's edition box. Why? Because this was cheaper than buying the game. I bought this entire set, this brand new, yes, brand new, for $16. While the other listing on Amazon was for $30, and it was just the game with its case, brand new. The entire collector's box was less money, but more shit. And the more shit is a tiny ass car where you can't open the top, you have to open the bottom to get it out without tearing up the box. So would I recommend this collection? Fucking no. I would not recommend this fucking collector's edition. Especially if you're buying it off Amazon for a discounted price, because this thing was in awful condition and it was brand new. Like, it had its seal. And the game was in horrible condition. The fucking bottom latch is broken. Now, would I recommend the game? Well, sadly, I have actually played this game so goddamn much that Mario Kart felt wrong. Mario Kart 8 felt incorrect. That is how fucking much I have played this shitty-ass game. Luckily, this is not my only YouTuber game, though, as I do have the first part of the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, the first game on Steam. And honestly, for me playing it, it was really fun. I'm almost done with the game, but I had a lot of fun actually playing that game, because it's so good. It was one of the best fucking games, YouTuber games I've ever played. But then again, it's really the only YouTuber game I've played, so I don't know how to feel about that. Now, this isn't the only thing YouTubers have made. One of them made board games. Thanks, Scott. You know I can't get my fucking hands on any of them. Some of them have made vinyl records. Thanks, Scott. You know I won't be able to get my hands on them. Some of them have made fucking drinks. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, Moist Critical and PewDiePie both teamed up with G Fuel and made a fucking drink. That's nice. And of course, there's also Markiplier with his extremely expensive ass merchandise, like his nudie poster. I know a friend that actually has that poster. And I'm pretty sure Markiplier also has Cloak, which is overpriced cloaks. I feel like Markiplier can get away with overpriced stuff more than DK Oldies, because Markiplier is a celebrity while DK Oldies is a shitty fucking website. Now, if you like a certain creator, I would say, yeah, buy their fucking merchandise. You would probably be really happy with it. Now, is this me plugging saying, hey, I own a merch shop now? No, because I don't fucking have my own merch shop yet. So yeah, I've definitely experimented with merchandise at one point. I'm not selling this is fucking mine. So yeah, I hope you like this video of me just talking about YouTuber merchandise. I know not that many people really make this type of video, because like there's nothing to talk about, because like it's just your average stuff. It's shirt, pants, shirt, hats. Now, would I get any more YouTuber merchandise? Not planning on it, unless it's like a game I actually really want to play, or it's another DVD to add to the collection. I am actually trying to get every Angry Video Game Nerd DVD. I have not been successful, as I am not trying. So yeah, that is YouTuber merchandise. It's just interesting having clothing items with a YouTuber's bloody ass face. What a successful video. I've talked about all the YouTuber merchandise that I can possibly talk about. And there is nothing that can stop me from looking at my Sonic collection. Now, I forgot a piece of merchandise. No, I couldn't have forgotten about. Fuck. Review I should make for the end of the year. I mean, I've already reviewed everything. I'm out of content, that's why I haven't been uploading very much. But I just need something. Something that will peak. Something that's unique. Damn, bro, this would be the most crowded game store I've been in.
This is probably what DKLD's warehouse looks like.
Ah, yes, hello, sir. What do you want?
Yeah, do you possibly have like something unique, something for the Xbox 360, something that would be cool to like talk about?
Oh, you want something unique? Yeah, sure. Take this, free, no charge.
You're in the movies. That comes with a camera. I already have a camera.
Oh no, the game doesn't work with Kinect, that's why it comes with a camera.
Really? It doesn't work with the Kinect? What the fuck? You're telling me Microsoft made 2 fucking cameras for the 360? One of them's just a webcam, the other one's the fucking Kinect?
Well, I mean, it came out first.
I mean, I guess this one did come out first. Alright, sure.
Yeah. So, you have fun with that. Just remember, shit sucks. It's currently nighttime, and almost the next year, so why don't we talk about You're in the Movies, which uses the Xbox Live Vision camera. Yeah, that's what it's called. Really catchy name, isn't it? And this is, just looks like a camera. Yeah. So, I don't know what to say about it. I guess I could tell you a little bit of the history of this camera. So this camera came out before the Xbox Kinect. I think we should all know that, as this is literally just the fucking PlayStation Eye camera. That's what it reminds me of. And, honestly, it's cool. I do know for a fact that this thing has only 5 games that use it as a controller. Those games being Pinball Effects 1 and 2, Totem Ball, You're in the Movies, and a Rabbids game, which I didn't buy because I'm not going to fucking buy a Rabbids game. And I should also say, I couldn't get the fucking pinball game to work. Yeah, it might have something to do with me needing to buy a pinball table, which with Pinball Effects 2, I already have Balls of Glory on my Xbox One, and I'm not going to buy another fucking $10 pinball table just so I can play the fucking Family Guy pinball machine. So yeah. So I couldn't get the controller to work on Pinball Effects 1 or 2. And a short little review of the games I could get to work. Totem Ball. Totem Ball fucking sucked. That shit barely worked in the first place. It was hard to control. I hated playing it, and it made me want to cry. And one of the achievements is to literally play a level for like 20 fucking minutes. Fuck you. The achievement description literally says, and have your arms not fall off. You can go fuck yourself. So let's talk about You're in the Movies, the game that comes with the fucking camera. As Totem Ball's free, pinball games are pinball games. Pinball. And I'm not buying a fucking Rabbids game to use a shitty camera.
So the real question is, what makes this different from this? Well, this was actually fucking decent. This sucked. And as you're soon going to see from the game footage, I slowly deteriorate throughout the game. And that's because this camera is really bad at scanning the background. Yes, you have to step out of the frame so it can scan the background so you can come back in. It does not do a good job of that. So yeah, literally, if you have a lot of stuff in the background, you're going to be slowly deteriorating. If the fucking light level is weird, you're going to slowly deteriorating. This thing barely fucking works. I think even the Germa footage shows this. Yeah, because Germa played it. While with the Kinect, on the other hand, it can actually take you out of the background. How? Because this thing can read your fucking bone structure, as shown in Ghost Adventures of all fucking things. Yeah, that's a thing you should realize. The Kinect was used in Ghost Adventures. I'm not fucking kidding. When Ghost Adventures was still on Hulu, and it was like fucking season 5 through 12, one of those episodes they introduced using the Xbox Kinect camera to view invisible bone structure. It's fucking insane. And they even made an entire device, so they didn't have to lug around an entire goddamn 360 to use it. And if you think I'm bullshitting, here's a fucking clip.
Bill has brought along a newly modified Microsoft Kinect camera system.
By sending out a light pattern and then looking at how that light pattern is received back to the cameras, the computer can actually interpret distance and shapes.
What am I looking for in terms of spirits or ghosts?
Well, what you're looking for is to map something like we're seeing here when no one's in front of you.
Okay.
So when that's happening, traditionally what we'll see is just the skeletal figure but no outline of the human.
Okay.
Ghost Adventures was something fucking else. Yeah, not only that, this tool is actually, I'm going to call this thing a tool, because that's what it is. This tool was used for 3D scanning. Yeah, the popular program used with it is Skinect, which I actually used to use, until I realized that all the models came out really shitty, and I realized that I wasted $100 on it. But still, like, this was used for 3D scanning. Now, of course, I use my phone now, but still. Like, this has a lot of opportunities. I've seen people mod this shit to work with VR chat. That's how crazy the Kinect is. Now, this camera has the same camera quality as my 2016 fucking YouTube videos. Yeah, go back and watch my old videos, and they both look like they have the same goddamn camera quality. This can properly get you out of the background because it has two cameras which can see from two different eyes. This only has one that has to scan the background, making you fucking become atoms. So let's plug this shit in and play fucking You're in the Movies. So You're in the Movie starts off with a funny little intro of a soldier man telling the rules, a gay dinosaur, a perverted little puffball, and a woman. Yeah, all the bad things that make this game very, very stereotypical. And the intro is actually incredibly fucking boring. It's supposed to be funny, like the girl steps on the dinosaur's fucking foot and he starts running around like a crazy maniac and fucking wear a shirt so you don't look like the background. As a white guy with white walls, it's sort of hard to do. And the thing you need to realize about this game This game works best if you have a green screen. Something that nothing tells you to use except for the front of the fucking box. Yeah, if you don't have a green screen, you're going to be really bad at this shit. So, playing the game, it's your average, game that would use a shitty camera. Like, you just do what the game tells you, you get points, you become a star, and then stuff. There's not really much to it. Now, the mini games are fine when they fucking work. Again, with your body slowly deteriorating, some of them don't work, and the camera's low-ass frame rate, some mini games are goddamn hard to play really fast. The wasp swatting game doesn't fucking work if you're moving your arms too fast. So you have to slowly move your hands, you can't go fast, because of the shitty fucking frame rate, and you fucking slowly disappearing from the background. And this game is also recommended to play with friends. It automatically selects 4-player. Now, I don't know who the fuck's going to get 4 players to play this one 360 game, but that's too much. Yeah, I feel like it should have automatically selected like 2-player or something. But yeah, the game is recommended to play with multiple players. But really, what game isn't? Fucking Minecraft recommends they play with multiplayer. It automatically turns on online game. Fucking... So, playing the game, it's fine. It's a fun little experience. It's something that I would only want to experience once a month. Now, would I recommend it? No, I would not. Now, would I recommend this game? I mean, this is the only game that uses this fucking camera, and let me tell you, if you want to make like dumb little meme videos with a shitty camera, it's a pretty decent camera to use with shitty stuff. It does not come in with a built-in microphone, which I find really funny. Now, of course, I have a little ceremony to get to, because I happen to beat the game.
Comedy 2. Comedy 3. Comedy 4. Well, of course, there can only be one winner. And the You're in the Mood Award for Best Actor goes to... Take to the podium and get the Stevie Award. Perhaps you'd like to say a few words.
I would like to say a few words. We funked it. Pretty good. Yeah, like a finger already ate the stick. Kind of good. I would also like to say that that I am really grateful that I have reached 200 subscribers on this channel, and that it is officially next year, which means I've been technically playing this game for a year.
Dude, I'm so happy. First time I get the fucking episodes with you. I've never had it before. I'm really excited. So I think I just put my hand here. Babe, why is it hard? The fuck is that? Gross. Damn, bitch, did you have sex with a PS3? What did I tell you about shoving PSP games up your pussy? God damn it. Even when I'm just trying to have a normal sex life, you have to make me review a fucking game anyways. Fine. Okay.
Okay, so I'll be answering both what the fuck and why the fuck. These are UMDs for the PlayStation Portable. Pretty much the PlayStation Portable's answer to DVDs. As you can see, I have several of these same items on multiple platforms, like Family Guy Volume 1 and the SpongeBob movie. So we'll be looking at each of these and see why. Why did PlayStation do this instead of just letting you buy the episodes? Well, you could. You could have just bought them regularly if you really wanted to. But these are cooler because they're smaller. DVD, you know, you can't exactly put this into a PlayStation Portable, no matter how hard you tried. So and you know, they didn't want the PlayStation Portable to be that bad. I mean, it had some decent games on it, I'm pretty sure. And you know, the PS3 was around the corner, so they really had to think, The reason the PS2 sold so well was because you could watch movies. But what if you could watch the movies while on the go? So yeah, we'll be looking at some of these. We'll be looking at some UMD movies. Because, you know, you don't really see many people talking about these. So we'll pop one in, we'll ask the question later. And we'll see how these are different from the regular counterparts. So here we are at the PlayStation Portable, and we're going to pop one of the discs in. And, you know, as the perfect tester, we're going to do the goddamn SpongeBob movie. So we pop it in here. Now let's see how it works. So while it's loading, obviously it should go to the video section as it is a video. And what I find really interesting is that it acts like a Blu-ray. If you were to put a Blu-ray into a PlayStation 3, you should get generally the same thing that you get here. Which I find, you know, nice. So which means every single UMD movie has its own personal video to show you what's pretty much the context, and a background to show off with it. But of course there's the boring ones, like Family Guy Season 1. At least they had the audacity to put the main theme in there. So one thing that I've noticed about UMDs is that they don't have beginning movies, which is nice compared to the DVDs of the exact same movies or TV shows, which I really enjoy. And this menu is incredibly bare bones. As you can see, you can turn on and off subtitles. That's about damn it. Yeah, really this is just the movie on a smaller disc. I don't really see the purpose of watching a movie like this. I mean, it's surprising that it's in DVD quality, which, you know, 480p, it's not that hard getting to that quality, but it looks really nice on the screen. It looks actually higher resolution than 480, but I assure you, it is DVD quality. But obviously, nothing will beat the portable DVD player. That thing already has multiple options, and you can just burn your own discs and, you know, pirate movies like that. I don't know anyone who would do that. But as a way to watch these movies, you know, portably, this is a really good option still. So you can watch the SpongeBob movie wherever the fuck you feel like it. You know, the best movie on the entire goddamn planet Earth. But besides this being kind of, you know, an inconvenient way of watching these movies, because, you know, you have to hug around this goddamn thing, this is still pretty okay if you don't have a portable DVD player. It's just fucking weird. Yeah, sorry that I didn't have much to say. It's just, what do you say? I can see why no one has really talked about UMD movies. It's like trying to review the fucking DVD format. Like, what do you say? You can watch movies on it? So, overall, it's a decent option if you don't have a portable DVD player. which is what I've been saying throughout this entire video. But besides that, like, what else is there to say? Like, it's okay. Pinball.
I just want to sleep. And you know, that's why I think we should ban all Illinois people from going to Mississippi, because they're going to call it Mississippi, and I think that's, yeah, that's kind of disrespectful, you know. I don't think that's really nice to the people in Mississippi, you know. What was the topic again? Wasn't the topic about slavery? Oh yeah, I forgot what that meant. I'm pretty sure it's a term Garfield coined in the episode where Garfield goes to like Egypt or some shit. But you know, that's okay. You know, I saw Smosh the movie. I thought it was pretty good. I also watched I have all 3 Hangover movies in my Netflix playlist, but I'm never gonna watch those. No, I could go for another. I could watch the entirety of Family Guy again. You know, I really like that show. You know, oh, dude, don't even get me started with Family Guy. The first episode starts off with the Griffins watching the Brady Bunch
on TV. No one really knows what happens after this moment when the intro starts and it's nighttime, but let's just say they were watching TV the entire day. I love Sonic. I mean, look at me, Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember him from Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong. He was in the trash can with his shoes out. So, I want to talk about one of his games. Let's talk about the first one. Let's talk about this one. So let's go play it on the Nintendo Genesis. So I got the video game here, and the Sega Genesis is right over here. So let's fucking crack this bad boy open like an egg. Now we just put the goddamn game in. Oh, oopsie daisy. I fucking missed. Bingo. Transition, because I'm not going to talk about the history of Sonic. So we see Sonic Team made this game. I fucking hate them. And this is Sonic the Hedgehog for the fucking Nintendo.
So, several things that you can notice in the game is that, like, the controls, they're all just jump at the end of the day. It's not exactly that hard. You know, just playing the game, you just run, jump, 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 run, jump, you know. It's not exactly that hard. And honestly, another thing about it is that sometimes you just have to accept life and realize that the game just sometimes isn't that good. There's this one part in the game footage where I fucking died from spikes because of a thing called spike glitch. I don't fucking know the technologicals of that shit, but it's a bullshit. That's what it's called. A little bit of issues, you know? I'm just, you know, trying to mind my own business, and there's a fucking wall! Yeah, can you believe it? A fucking wall! And as you can see here, I can't get past it because this game doesn't fucking have the spin dash. And that's what makes it really bad. And, you should knock it off. Stop. Dude, stop. Dude, fucking stop. I'm gonna teach this fucking footage guy a lesson. You son of a bitch. Fucking knock it off. You can't fucking spin dash in the first fucking game. It's only the second one, you son of a bitch. For the love of God, you record gameplay footage. That is your entire fucking job. Stop trying to spin dash. Go back to playing your shit game. Fuck. I teached him a lesson. Anyway, now we find our greatest foe, Dr. Robitch.
Dr. Robot Bitch. And if he defeats me, I'm gonna have to deal with hardcore scat and piss fetish sex with Dr. Robitch. So surprisingly, the footage guy hasn't died yet and he beat him. Good job. Yeah, it's Sonic 1. I actually don't care to finish this game because this game sucks ass. You know, I'm not a big fan of it. The biggest issue with Sonic for the Sega Nintengens is that it just doesn't have the features of a good game. You know, it's missing all the features. It's missing Luigi. It's missing Beavis and Butthead. It's missing the fucking spin dash. You know, man, Sega should have just fucking tried harder in 2006. Oh, wait. This game was made in the 90s. Sometimes in life, you just have to wonder, I could use a Pac-Man, but as a cheap toy you can get for $5 at a Walmart and $3 at a thrift store. Well, do I have the thing for you. This is the Pac-Man Plug and Play by someone. I don't know who made this, and I also don't care enough to Google it. So let's check it out. I got this $3 at a thrift store because it's funny. So what do you do with a plug and play? How do you plug and play it? And to that I ask, what fucking question are you asking? You just plug it in and play it. Plug in the yellow into the yellow. You plug in the white into the white. I mean, it's not that hard. Now you just switch it on. Oh, you're kidding me. Yes, that's one thing you're going to realize about plug-and-play consoles. You need batteries, obviously. So you just grab out every battery you have in your pockets. And now we just pop the batteries in, like any other game console, apparently. Now, I don't know why they didn't just let you plug it into the wall, but I guess that would be plug, and then play, instead of just plug and play. There. Now that it's all set up, hopefully it'll work now. Oh, why would you look at that? It's now red. Oh boy, I wonder what the menu of a cheap $3 console looks like. That's it. Okay, so we got several games included. We have Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, which I have no clue if anyone's actually played this before, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Man 256, Mappy, Galaxian, Galaga, Dig Dug, no one played, definitely no one's played, and New Rally X. Pretty solid lineup. Now, of course, we have to try every single game in the entire package.
Pac-Man. Yes, Pac-Man. Who would have guessed? You know, personally, I love Pac-Man as much as I love my wife. Around the beginning and the middle, you really love it. You love every little detail. And as it goes on, you discover more and more flaws. You start getting irritated with the game. Until finally you break up. And then remarry a week later. Yeah, it's Pac-Man. What else can I really say about it? Next up is Super Pac-Man. I have no clue what the fuck this game is. I just randomly got a power-up, and then I grew big, and I just, like, ran around the map for, like, half an hour. That's about it. Pac-and-Pal. No one fucking played this. Not a single person played this game. I don't understand why anybody played this game. Kind of like Super Pac-Man, I have no clue what the fuck I was doing. While I was playing it, I just randomly got a power-up that was Galaga. Yeah, I don't understand this game. I just did shit until it worked. So I'm gonna have to give this game a little pass. I'm sorry, I just don't understand what the fuck I'm doing half the time. Next up, Pac-Man Plus. This one was Pac-Man, but a little faster. Yeah, I don't understand the difference between Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus, except for a handful of sprites and the Coca-Cola you fucking collect. Yeah, and once you collect it, it kind of acts like another power pellet. But besides that, and also getting I'm pretty sure a glass of wine in the second level. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand the real big difference between this one and the original Pac-Man. But I can also say this was the one and only game where I made it past level 2. Besides Mappy. Next up is Pac-Man 256. So supposedly Pac-Man 256 is the last level of Pac-Man. And after that level, the game is supposed to glitch out and the map gets jumbled and you can't beat it because it's glitched. Here's the thing though. You have to beat the last level of Pac-Man to get to the glitched kill screen of Pac-Man. Which means if you're not good at Pac-Man, you're not seeing it. Yeah, it puts you one level right before the glitched level, which is kind of upsetting. And as someone who isn't that good at Pac-Man, yeah, this is an issue. Sadly, I couldn't get footage of the level. Next up, Mappy. Mappy is one of my favorite Namco games of all time. And I'm actually pretty decent at it too. Basically, the plot of Mappy, if you never played it before, because it is kind of hard to find ways to play Mappy, you're a little mouse, and you're slamming cats with fucking doors. It's awesome. And that's about it. There's also, like, trampolines, but who gives a shit? Next up is Galaxian. I wish I was playing Galaga. Next up is Galaga. Man, I am happy this is not Galaxian. I'm not that good at Galaga. Dig Dug. It's fucking Dig Dug. Next up, no one fucking played, I'm skipping it. Next up, oh god damn it, Sinistar the Knockoff. This is like a worse version of Sinistar. Except it's dog shit and no one played it. And last up we have New Rally X. I remember playing New Rally X as a kid through the Namco Museum on GameCube. And I didn't know how to play it. Now I do. And it's boring as fuck. I'm happy I didn't play it that much. And with that, that's pretty much all this Pac-Man Plug and Play has to offer. The biggest issue I had was the snapback, where if you saw during the gameplay of Pac-Man, you saw that any time that like I just let go of this, it would immediately hit me in the other direction. And there's also the fact that this thing sounds like I'm clicking a million mice at the same time. Yeah, this thing is pretty cheap. I can see why the thrift store had this for $3. That same thrift store also had Mario Brothers plus Duck Hunt for $7. So I don't know how their prices really are. But still, besides that, this is a pretty decent package overall. And you know, if you like Pac-Man, you know, like this is a pretty good way to play Pac-Man. But for literally anything else, just like buy it on like Xbox Live Arcade or something. Like I'm pretty sure that could do pretty good as well, to be honest. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are really hard to get out. I just clipped my nails. Wha-bam! Hey guys, this is the first episode of my talk show with our guest. You know, I didn't really plan this out, you know. I need a co-host and an actual guest. I just don't know what to do in life. I have nothing. How can I run a talk show with no guest and no co-host? Sad. It's really sad. There's no news, no nothing.
Well, I guess I can't really make one then, can I? Guess it's time to leave. Home sweet home. I have nothing to do. No talk show. No money. I'm homeless. Nothing. Staying here. Just in case. Man, what did I do for a miracle? What is that? Oh my god! A fish. Fish. Will you be my guest?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fish. How could I ever repay you? I got my first guest, but...
This is the talk show. The talk show. This is the talk show of me, and it's me and my cool cup with the Kong in it. It's my talk show. Wow. Late Night with Silas was filmed in front of nobody.
Hey guys, welcome back to Late Night with Silas. Today we got fish. You know, fish, I'm kind of a big fan, you know. You know, my favorite part was your movie. Your newest movie, Fish on Mars. That was really cool. I don't even know how you got most of the stuff there, but it was really cool. Don't flatter yourself. I never had a real show. I was just a stupid YouTuber. But Fish, you were so cool in your movies. My favorite movie that wasn't Fish on Mars was definitely Fish on Venus. That was really cool. Yeah. You hear this guy? This guy's fucking insane. Tell me about the child.
You have to tell me about the child. Bitch.
Has this ever happened to you? Oh man, I have so much trash. What do I do with things? Well, I got a solution for you. It's called grab fucking vacuum cleaner, suck it up. Wow, this is working. All new state-of-the-art vacuum cleaner can clean up any mess. It can clean up boxes. Wow! It can clean up your uncle's box of porn.
Holy shit, it's really working. Where's my thumb? Yeah, baby, it's working.
It can clean your game collection. This is comically dangerous because this is leaning up against the wall with no support. But at least it's clean. It can even clean up your Nintendo Wii. It can even clean up stupid celebrity faces. I'm putting so many fucking chemicals on my face. Buy vacuum cleaner now for only $39.99. It works like a charm. Just check this celebrity endorsement. I bought this fucking vacuum cleaner, now my cat's missing and I have no clue where he's at. You might be inside the vacuum cleaner. I don't know, I haven't checked. We even got a monkey to talk about it.
I've stuck my penis into this vacuum cleaner. It felt good.
You know, I kind of thought you were cool until you got a kid. You know, your movies have sucked. Now you're doing kids' movies, man. Remember Fish Go to Mercury? That one sucked. The only good ones was Fish Go to Mars, Fish Goes to Venus, Fish Goes to fucking Jupiter, and Fish Goes suck a cock on Saturn. But you never had anything good. Like, Fish Goes to Neptune? That's stupid. That's a pun. And of course there's also Fish Goes to Mercury. Gross. I mean, you tried Fish Go to Sun so your series can end, you idiot. You know, I don't even think you respect my opinions, actually. I think you're a bitch. I think you're an asshole. That's what I think you are. But by the way, thank you for coming to my show, though. I'm still looking for a co-host. Thank you for coming anyway. And for our musical guest, Fish.
If there's any thought, better think of me for a little support. At a time of need, it'll be enough. Not a chance. Johnny hates town, can't see or hear. Kill communication, stepping off the grid just to let me know.
I believe that Fish is dead. He died in the filming of Fish on Pluto. Because he actually went to Pluto. Who am I going to get to replace him? There's so many fishes in the sea.
Someone somehow sponsored my broke-ass TV show. So, yeah. I guess during the ad break, we'll play the special sponsor of our ad break. But yeah, this E-Fruity lunch bag. I thought these guys legitimately went out of fucking business. What is this, gummy cola? That tastes like actual fucking nothing. Holy shit. We got the french fries. Where's our guest? Just bring our fucking guest in.
Oh, caught in a bad talk show. Oh, the co-host is a fish.
Holy fuck. Stewie Griffin? Most famously known for Stewie's Dude. 3 copies of Stewie Griffin's Untold Story for me? Yo. You're fucking epic. So, Stewie Griffin, what's it like being on my talk show? You know, I'd like to make a peace offer. Have this cheap-ass fucking burger. Have it. Actually, I don't even just want to give you the burger. I want to fucking give you everything that is on this table from our sponsors at the E-Fruity lunchbox. Here, have them. Take them.
Take them. Take them. Eat them. Fucking eat them. Eat them.
Yeah, you know, our sponsors are fucked up, you know. I'm giving us cheap ass shit. Well, I fucking love it. Hey, you know, just to combat my sponsors, because I fucking hate them. I got myself a real fucking slice of pizza. So, you know, you've been known for a lot of stuff. But now what's going on in Stewart Town? Stewie, huh? What's going on with that big fucking noggin of yours? I don't think much is going on in his big noggin. That's when we add a laugh track.
I made really funny movies like Stewie Griffin's Untold Story and other great films like Joker in 2019.
Oh, while you were talking and I was getting sick and tired of you fucking talking, I went and got more food. What, do you expect me to eat that shit? I don't give a shit if they're our sponsors. I'm not fucking eating it. Yeah, Stewie Griffin's he's just so fascinating. You know, he made this movie. It was really cool. Wasn't it, Stewie Griffin? Huh? Give me this fucking burger. You don't deserve it. No, I'm like, we had a giant battle between us. You know, you try to kill me and all that. I don't really appreciate that, man. And then you come on here, on my fucking talk show, well, without a shirt, you're an asshole. I fucking hate you, Stewie Griffin. You come on to my fucking show, and you dare fucking show up. I hate you. Fuck you. Where the fuck are those other french fries? You're trying to keep them from me, but you know that I enjoy them. I fucking love them. You don't get any food from our fucking sponsor. Stewie Griffin, y'all. Now on to the fucking ad break. Do you like fine dining? But the problem is you're poor. You can't afford that pizza from Casey's. Little bitch boy? You can't get the Casey's pizza. Well, let me introduce the all-new fucking this thing. Look at this luxurious meal with hot dog, pizza, burgers, cola, and sour ass fries like the ones they sell at you at fucking McDonald's. Oh, holy shit! How much was this?
It was only $2.29.
Go ahead, you fucking bitch. Try it out. Okay. Wow, that tastes like actual fucking ass. Now I'll try a cola. Wow. That tastes like actual nothing. That's right. It tastes like actual fucking nothing.
These have so little flavor that they're not even worth fucking eating. And good luck trying to get that fucking pizza open.
What do you mean? It can't be that hard, right? I mean, you just open it. What the fuck? What? The fuck is this plastic made? What the shit is this pizza made out of? What? I can't open it, man.
Isn't that fucking great, man? Look how edible that is.
You can tell all of the ingredients. You can see the cheese, the pepperoni, the green, the fucking purple jelly bean, and everything. So go ahead and buy it today, cause it's fucking awesome.
I look like a fucking maniac. Welcome back from the ad. Kind of cool, right? We got some more questions for Stewie Griffin. Bring that right. Sit up. Let's ask a question from one of my viewers. From one of our viewers. Because someone's actually watching this shit, you know? From Ashton, that was a cool ass shot, by the way. From Ashton Booth. Can you make a giant urinal? No. Why would I make a giant fucking urinal? That's kind of a waste of time. You know? Hey, Stewie. Shut up. Shut. You know, our special guests get special shit. You know? Where the fuck is that pizza? You know, Stewie Griffin. Oh, fuck. Hey, Stewie Griffin. You know, some people say you're evil. Kind of not, really. I don't see you that bad. You know, child actors usually fucking die after week 2. But you've been on for like, what, 20 years? You've been on the air for 24 years? Can't be that bad, right? You did really make a hit movie. You did really make a hit movie, didn't you? Kind of good movie, man. Love your work. Times like these, you just gotta ask yourself why. Why do I even continue on, man? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, you're the one that made me have a fucking breakdown in front of Brian. I had to kill Brian. I sent him to fucking DK Fulton. Your friend Brian is in a fucking warehouse. That was Stewie Griffin, y'all. Got a cool guy in here. Alright, yeah. You're not cool, right? Love you, Stewie. Join us next time. Where I'm going to murder 15 people on public television. And that's it. Yeah. You're first, Stoogie. This is why I have to make you have a football head. Stewie Griffin is my mortal fucking enemy. I hate you. I hate you. You have done nothing but harm to me. You were the worst character in Back to the Multiverse. You tried to kill me. I had to stop you with your own lackluster movie. Yeah. See you guys on the next episode. Woo! Woo! Enjoy what life band. Fucking Ashton Booth with his song Knife.
What do you have to say about it, co-host? You get to be in the main seat, buddy. You get to sit there for once. That's nice. We're being cool. Here, you get the fucking empty bottle of Sprite, zero sugar, that has Black Panther advertising on it. You didn't have to be mean about it.